It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. Oh, hey, babies. Hey. How are you? Come on up in. Come on up in here, children. Come on up in here, children, honey. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. It's another glorious day, babies. And you know what time it is, honey. So I hope you have all of your crumpets together, darling, because it's time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, baby, with Big Meat. Yeah. I'm here, and this is going to be part of my therapy today, okay? So what I need for you guys to do, please, like, subscribe, share right away, honey. Get all your friends, get all your good girlfriends, your good Judies. Okay, as Lonnie B would say, get your Judies on duty, honey, and carry it on. You know, call up, honey, if you don't like me, tell all your goddamn enemies to come on up in here today. Because I'm going to need you, okay? I'm going to need y'all today because this is real rough. It's rough. And we're going to get through this, you know, not just because of my obligation to my sponsors, but what it is that, you know, we celebrate the good, but we're very transparent when we have sad news, bad news, and et cetera, et cetera. Y'all know I talk about Miss Esther Lorraine all the time. Right now, my family is preparing for her to make her transition. I am headed home to Detroit. I'll be there in the morning. Okay. We're flying. I'm trying to pack and carry it on. I'm half packing. I'm pretty much so packed. Just that with all these damn flight restrictions and carrying on, you got to have this bag, that bag, whatever bag, and carrying on. I was gifted a flight, so thank God. Thank you, Harold. My little brother over there got me a flight, and it's going to be on Spirit Airlines. So, you know, we had to make sure that we set aside everything. You know, everything is a la carte over there, so I'm only taking one bag with me. The thing is that I don't know how long I'm going to be home. Y'all see my Cash App there? Many of you have sent me well wishes and condolences, not condolences. Y'all were sending your praise reports. Mama hasn't passed on yet. But we got the call today that says that they're really giving her like 1 or 2 days left. It's COVID pneumonia, and we can't get up there to see her. They're not gonna. Of course, they're not gonna let us in the room. One of my sisters went up there, and she got her way through there to where they let her see Mama outside, through the window or whatever. As she said, she sang to my mama, and Mama lifted her head up and she started moving her feet and things. So, that was a good sign. So we thought, and then maybe about 3 or 4 hours later, we get the call from the doctor. So right now, we got time. There's going to be tears. There's going to be laughter, upsetness, anger. There's some things that we've got to settle. Some of us are going to be mad with God for a minute or two. And it's always why. That question is always a why. And one of the things that we have to contend with is that transitioning, honey, change is inevitable. Life is nothing but a series of changes. Okay. Life is change, child. I'm taking that from Whoopi Goldberg from Clara's Heart. Life is change. Okay. And y'all know 2021 has been a real shitbag of a year for me emotionally. I have been dealing with loved ones and people close to me making transition and going on home, honey, for the longest time. Since January. It started right in January. But one of the things, and for those of y'all who may say, well, don't give up hope yet, brother. It ain't over till it's over. God got the last say. That I already know. Okay. But what y'all not hearing is this, and this is what today's show is about. Because see, oftentimes we celebrate, we pray for healing. But what we do is we get mad because we start judging the package that healing comes in. Okay. Now, I have been saying this, and I said this to my sisters. I said this to my father. I said this to my aunts and my uncles and my cousins and anybody else who gave me an audience. I said, either Mama is coming home with us or she's going home. Because my brother is going to usher her in, waiting to get a big old hug from his mama again. Here. And as I look over my mother's life, the last 8 years, there was something missing. And the reason that something was missing, because 8 years ago is when we lost my brother. Now, I've always been told, and I know this now, that when a parent loses a child, and that's a pain that is unbearable. It is a pain that regardless of what you do, it will never, ever be consoled. In a lesson, it may not be so thriving, but it will never be consoled. Having lost my son this year, I know that feeling. Honey, my baby just left here in July. It's only been 90 days. And here I have doctors telling me that my mother now may not get through this weekend. So I'm asking all of you, how do you celebrate healing? How do you, did you know what, not just healing, how do you celebrate, period? Because see, let's do this. I'm going to take this across the board. And then we're going to get into the cards, honey. We're going to do the relationship debate cards today. Okay, we're going to get into, I'm going to make this way, honey, because we're going to have a show. You understand? We fixing to have a show. I might snot and cry and break and carrying on because y'all know my mama is my Wonder Woman, honey. My mama is my Wonder Woman. And yeah, okay. Yeah. That's the strongest woman on this planet that I know. The strongest woman on this planet, the entire planet that I know. Okay. And she's about to go head on and have her rest. And yeah. And that's very difficult for us, of course. It's, But again, we're going to celebrate this thing because I want us to look at how I'm going to say, have the audacity at times to challenge how healing comes, how love comes. Oh, that's a big one right there. How many of y'all have prayed for love? You want this man, you want this woman to come and blah, 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 blah. But then you put restrictions on it. Okay. Okay, Nick, you ready? That doesn't hit you in the soft spot. I saw that. Okay. We put restrictions on it, you see. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not talking about those of you who don't date outside your race, okay? But I'm going to say that as well. I'm not going to harp on it because I get it and this, that, and the other. And for those of y'all who want to say, oh, that's just my preference. Okay, no, we're not going to play the preference game right now, okay? What I am going to harp on is those of y'all who have these ridiculous lists, okay, that the child must be, because now, see, here's where it is. You want to sit down there and say, oh, well, because this is what Christians do, honey. This is what we do. We sit there and tell you, well, when you pray, you got to be specific now. You got to be specific because God is going to give you exactly what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, honey, because you will get it. Ain't that what we say, children? Ain't that what we say? Huh? Huh? Uh-huh. Oh, uh-huh. But then we sit up there and adulterate that concept. Why? Because we let ego get in the way. And then we start making up these fucking ridiculous lists that you can't even put your own name on. You don't even match up to the motherfucking list, your damn self. And you expect the omniverse, the universe, the cosmos, you expect that because you asked for it, and because I'm saved, sanctified, okay, filled with the Holy Ghost, with the evidence of speaking in tongues, fire baptized, okay, you think that because you done prayed for this, because you pay your tithes every motherfucking Sunday, because you sang in the choir and don't sing, and you the real Christian because I'm masculine gay. I don't sit up there and think I'm a woman and try to hit the falsetto notes in the choir. Yeah, I'm going there today, children. I told you we finna do this thing today. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Okay. I'm feeling this. Because you done prayed, you think that everything is supposed to come in this package. Well, oftentimes, how many of y'all look love right in the face, kiss love on the cheek, told love that love is just a friend? Ha! Come on up in here, Nick. I know it. Girl, wait a minute. I'm steamrolling today. I'm steamrolling. Come on up in here.
Wait, I gotta put my damn necklace back on so I could clutch it. Hold on. Oh, I need to clutch. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. It's gonna be one of them nights. The tears gonna be coming, but we gonna laugh too. Baby, yes, God is very intentional. I believe that. It ain't just Christians. I think pretty much all the religions say you gotta be specific.
Come on now.
But being specific, don't you also need to be realistic?
Woo!
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
Okay, you ain't been punching the screen. I'm gonna punch 62.
Come on. Yeah, don't listen. I'm just
That's a Detroit thing.
listen. I'm trying to tell y'all. I said one of my favorite artists, like Jennings. He said, "Don't be out there. Don't be a nickel looking for a dime.
Ha!
You can't ask for what you cannot match." I always laugh and I joke. I say, "Oh, these women out here, little young girls, you ain't been to school, you ain't did nothing. Talking about something, you want a CEO, bitch, you ain't even got a GED." I'm just saying. Sorry, y'all. We in our feelings. Our mama is sick. Our mama is sick, and we in our feelings. So y'all gonna get it how it become today. I'm sorry.
Jesus, y'all gonna get it raw today, bitch. This is real raw, uncut tea, honey.
Cause we is in our feelings today.
You hear me?
Sorry.
This ain't coming in a little pretty little bag that you get from Lipton and Can on, bitch. We at Tivana, okay?
Because this is the shit. Like, you want him to own a company, and you still getting a check from somebody else, from the state, from the state. You're not even working. See, you have to be what you want to ask for. Because understand this. You tell me, man or woman, who wants somebody that they can't connect with? What do we have to talk about? What can you teach me? What can I learn from you? If you asking for the person that's way up here and you still way down here, baby, you need to hold off till you get at least right here.
Right.
Because you have to be able to reciprocate what you asking for.
And here's the other thing. You have to be willing, honey, to at least modify yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Not necessarily, and I'm using the word modify because your core is going to be you. Your essence is you.
Yeah, you are going to be who you are.
But you have to modify that because oftentimes when you think folks are looking down their nose at you in an attitude of them being better than you, they're not necessarily better than you. They're better than that situation.
Right.
And see, that's
and you can't take it the wrong way because they've upped their situation. Right. You gotta step your game up, baby. That's all. You can't be bitter. You can't be jealous. Do what you need. It's nothing wrong with wanting those things we talking about.
Right.
But you gotta be willing to make yourself better to be able to get them. Because then what? You get that CEO. You still living in the projects. You get that CEO. You think he take you serious?
Number one. Number two, you think he taking you anywhere to be serious outside of the bedroom because everything about you said that's all you wanted was the dick anyway.
Exactly.
Everything about you says all you wanted was what he could do for you.
He and can buy your purse and get your hair done.
When he tried to get you out the project, you wanted to stay there because you got, Betty and Crystal and Anita and Tammy Ray.
Girl, don't you do that.
Right. Okay.
The bitter bitch gang.
And all that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, sweetie. Turn your volume down over there. I got somebody watching, but they done came in the door, so I'm doubling.
You hanging with the bitter bitch gang. The bitter bitch gang done told you, girl, don't do that. He trying to tell you, come on, baby, if you go to school, you could do this. You said this was what you wanted to do, blah, blah, blah. But you listening to the other motherfuckers who don't want shit.
They don't want shit, and then here's where it is. Okay, right. Right, Ed got tickled with the benefits game, honey.
Oh,
okay, he got tickled about the benefits game. Okay,
the benefits gang, yes, the benefits game.
Okay. And the bitter bitch gang, honey. Okay. See what it is. You done sat down there and I got into this particular situation because now the bitter bitches are sitting up there trying to tell you, don't you turn your back on where you came from, girl.
Don't forget where you came from. I ain't got to stay here
Okay.
to not forget.
Number one. Two, bitches, if you my road dogs, if he sit up here and move me out the projects over here on Jefferson Street, see, because I'm closer to Belle Isle, I know I'm at home now because everything all of
Listen,
my
I was getting ready to say, well,
right.
our Jefferson Street is where I grew up, 29th and Jefferson all day, honey. Listen.
Okay, I done went home. I'm on Belle Isle. Okay, because now I done got closer to Belle Isle, and okay, and I'm living in between Belle Isle and oh shit, I can't think of the name of the restaurant right. The River Rooster Tail. I'm living between Belle Isle and the Rooster Tail restaurant, honey. Okay, I'm over here. He done bought me over here. But y'all my Judas. If y'all my Judas, you know you coming over there with me, bitch.
And
Okay.
I grew up in a way, and I'm going to tell y'all something about the real Islam. When you're coming up as a woman in Islam, a girl, young queen, young princess, you are taught to want for your sister what you want for yourself.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's real good.
Like, you know, like when they talk about, especially because it always comes into play with the polygamy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I
Mm-hmm.
always say, I want for my sister what I want for myself. I just don't want her to have it here with me.
Right.
Bitch, I want you to have your own house and shit.
Right. Hello.
I don't not want you to have it. You know, back in the day, I used to turn my nose to the polygamy thing or whatever. But even still, my thing would be if I was to say yes to something like that, yeah, bitch, I want you to have the same thing. Remember, I said this before, Meech,
Right.
because we can't live in the same house, bitch. Because when I'm mad at him, we mad at him.
Huh,
Okay?
well, I'm mad. We
We
mad.
mad. He
Okay.
can't come to your room and get no coochie. He can't go to the kitchen and get no food. Can't do shit. Now I will call you and be like, boo, he done got on my goddamn nerves, so he on
Come
his way
get
to
him.
your
Right.
house.
I'm sending him to you. Right.
Your turn. I'm tagging you in, bitch. Like, so it's the same concept. You should always want for the people around you that you say you care about to have better. If it's anybody around you that acts like that, that you shouldn't want more. You know, it's the ones, Mitch. We probably had them in our life too. What you going to school for? What you doing that for? You are old now. Why you doing that?
Right. Right. Oh, and then here's the one. This one was here. You still holding on to that dream? You ain't did nothing else yet.
Mm.
When you gonna let that dream go and do something else, child?
Oh, you know the one I got when I got done the undergrad. He said, somebody said, so now what? I couldn't get a congratulations or nothing, bitch. So now what? No, bitch. The next day I started that MBA program. That's what.
How about that? Okay,
Okay,
how
about to
about
be
that?
finished that. So when you about to say now what, bitch? I'm gonna start that PhD program. That's what.
That's what. See,
And
right.
then when they be looking at you all crazy. No, we have things that we want to do that we still can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as we here, it ain't never too late. So when you
Listen,
be around the motherfuckers that don't watch the people who don't wish you well, they might not say nothing evil, but they don't wish you well either.
right.
Or the little sly shit. Watch it. What? Please pay attention.
Listen, this is all about how we celebrate. How we celebrate healing. How do we
Mm-hmm.
celebrate that when you're too busy judging the package that is coming in?
Ooh.
Okay, you can't celebrate the healing. You can't celebrate the love. You can't celebrate the victory because you so caught up in the
And what
package
it's
that
supposed
it
to look
came in,
like.
or what you thought it was supposed to look like. And
Bitch,
I'm
here go
saying
another one because you was hitting on it when I was still backstage. Tell me about the people, and I'm talking to you ladies right now.
that.
Y'all know I keeps it real. Our niggas gonna always keep it real, whether I'm being our Nikki or whether I'm being storm, because Nikki will bring the storm. Understand? Um, I can't. I don't understand the people who say you got like 4 kids, 5 kids, couple baby daddies. I ain't gonna say you got 5 baby daddies. I'm gonna just say like
I
you got.
am, but go ahead.
But then you talking about something, I don't want nobody with no kids. Bitch,
Woo!
are you serious?
Woo!
Are you serious right
Woo!
now? I'll tell y'all my preference. Y'all know what I say? When I find the person that I want to be with, one of the things about kids for me is I just don't want no little kids.
Right.
I don't want nobody under 18. And my reason being is because I already raised my kids. And I just want you to have raised yours too. I will
Right.
love them like I love mine. I just
Right.
don't want to go through that thing
Right.
again. You know what I'm saying? And me preferably, I want somebody with kids. You know why? Because don't ask me to do it. I ain't untying shit. I've had a couple people, two others ask me, you want to untie your tubes? No, are you serious? That was why I got with you, because you already had kids that was around my kids' age and older and shit too. No.
Right.
But for people to ask for things, you can't give that man that same request. How, honey? How?
Right.
Y'all gotta get y'all priorities straight. I just be
Right.
listening to some people sometimes.
Right.
Oh, he gotta have this and he gotta have that and he gotta have that. And you ain't got nothing. You asked for 6 good things and you ain't even got one of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody make it make sense to
Listen.
me.
Okay. Okay. And then, oh, child, in going through these motions and these notions, see, then we get stuck on not just what it's supposed to look like in our heads, but then we want exact interpretation. See, because it can't falter. Because I said, Lord, I want you to send me somebody who's 6'3". 6 feet ain't good enough. Oh, he got to be 6'3". Okay.
You know, my prayer is at least 6 feet, Lord.
Okay.
Look, at the very least.
Okay.
I might take a 5'11" if if the other shit is all together too. Like,
So when we get into these particular shenanigans about this, how do we learn how to celebrate? How do you call it? When do you know when it's a victory? Huh?
ooh,
When
ooh.
do you know it is a victory? Let me tell you something. What we going through right now with my mama, God, 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 God. And see, this is where people they miss it because, and I understand and I get it. I get it. I'm not saying that you're wrong, babies. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to feel this way, because anger is part of that emotion. When
Mm-hmm.
somebody's in transition, yeah, you mad because life is changing for you. What does this mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And all of that, right? But when you sit out there, you ask for, I want them to be out of pain. I don't want them to suffer no more. You know, I want them to be blessed. Well, sometimes in order for that to happen, that might just simply mean, honey, that they got to go ahead on to the next expression of life.
Right.
But we get mad at God and say, well, you didn't answer my prayer because I told you, I asked you to heal my mama and you didn't.
No, you said it right because I told you.
Right. Did I say it right? Wait a minute,
Mm-hmm.
correct that. Wait a minute, correct it. Well, what you say? No, you said it right. Don't you clean
You
that
said
shit
it
up.
right the first time
Don't
because
you
that's
clean it
that's what
up.
we be with it. That's what we
Right.
be with it. God, I told you to not
Right.
let my mama in no pain.
Right.
Okay, you did.
And she ain't.
Right.
And she ain't. You understand? This is why I had to, and it's a hard peel.
Mm.
It's a hard, bitter, nasty ass cod liver oil
Mm.
peel without the damn vegetable wrapping. Okay.
Ooh. Just
Y'all
taking a good
know,
old spoonful of black seed oil with nothing in it.
ooh, y'all know when medicine is really medicine. And y'all know when peels are really peels and you taste all that
You
powder when
taste
it's
it
on your
all.
tongue and it gives you that goddamn backlash and shit.
Ooh. Cod liver
And
oil,
then
the
it's
damn
a big
castor oil.
ass horse peel that takes forever to swallow. It always gets stuck right up in here.
Mm-hmm.
And it is usually when it gets stuck is when it starts to disintegrate and you get all
Right
that
here. Right here.
powder.
You
It's
grabbing for everything you can, every cup or something you can to
something
get
to
it
push it
down.
down. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. And it don't feel good. It don't taste good. Okay. However, it's necessary. It's necessary. When you sit down and you say, okay, I had to do that with my son because I wanted my baby home. And I kept saying, I need you home, baby. I need you home. And his other dad, his New York dad, and me, we kept saying, listen, I need my baby home. And he said, listen, he said, I just don't want him to have that stain on his record.
Mm.
And
And we all felt like that.
I said, and I don't want them to hurt my baby.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care how much I mean mug, how much I throw my hand on my hip. I don't care how much I raise my voice. I don't care how deep my voice get when I get into that damn nigga what. I don't care how much I do that. I can't be there to help my baby. I can't be there to protect my baby. And I know they're going to hurt my baby. They're going to hurt my baby. And I know, because I know his attitude, and I know
his mouth.
And I know what he does when he's scared and trying to defend himself.
Yeah.
Because and I know what all that is. And I know, and then he's a big boy. I said they're gonna hurt my baby. That was always my fear. That was my greatest fear. Yeah. Okay. And when God decided, you hear what I say now? You hear what I say?
Yeah, I heard
God
you.
decided that the best thing to get my baby up out of that was to take him on home.
Take him home.
At 30. You hear me? I had to make peace with that. Because I said, God, you know best. And if this is the way to keep my baby intact, you hear me?
And didn't leave here with that scar on his name.
He didn't leave here with that ugliness attached to his name because my baby was still innocent. Yes. He never went to trial. He didn't leave here like that. You hear?
And we had to find a celebration in that.
And that was when I was able to say, okay, Lord, I can release him fully and not have any hangups. I'm a hurt. I ain't gonna take away my hurt, but I can release him and know when I say he gonna be all right, baby, he gonna be all right. And so now, going through this with my mama, and it just happened so quickly because I just talked to her. Now, the last time I talked to her, I heard all them damn machines and it bothered me.
Yeah.
It bothered me, and I was trying not to let it. Y'all know I don't have a poker face, okay? And I try not to do that in my voice or whatever. But she answered the phone finally because my sister said they got the phone on the other side of the room and they don't never keep it by. And I was like, okay, that's pissing me off.
Right.
So when she answered, she was a little struggle, but I said, Mama, you all right? Yeah, baby, I'm fine. I said, how you feeling? She said, it's just normal. the usual. They should have been poking and prodding.
And that's just the mama, Because
I said, well, listen, I just want to make sure you're okay. She said, yeah. I said, well, what they saying? She said, well, they just saying the same old thing, child. They say this oxygen or whatever, but I'm fine. And I said, okay. I said, okay. I said, and I could hear that she was struggling because she owned the machines and stuff, and she was sounding clouded to me, like she was far away. I said, well, Mama, I'm not going to hold you long. I just wanted you to hear my voice. And she said, I love you, baby. I said, I love you too, mama. And she said, okay, okay. And then we hung up the phone. Then I'm trying to call every day since then. I'm not getting an answer. I'm like, okay, what is going on? And that's what my sister said. They don't keep the phone by her because they got all the machines everywhere. Um, so I'm like, okay, okay. And then we went from the oxygen was doing good, she's responding to treatment, to now the call came just today. I had just hung up from everybody saying, okay, we ain't got no news. She the same or whatever, but okay, boom. And right after I hung up from Red, the last call was when I told my sister, don't you say nothing without me being on three-way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As she called me, she said, Michi. I said, yeah. She said, hold on. I said, okay. And then she clicked in. She said, doctor. I said, oh, Lord. So then now I'm scared to move, right? I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm not necessarily, I don't have that glued to the floor feeling. It's just that I'm scared now. My heart started racing. I got shit running through my blood and carrying on. And I slowly start to feel, you know how your heart would have bounced in your feet?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm slowly starting to get that. So as this doctor is talking, at first it was making a little bit of sense, right? Well, we're calling because you all know, blah blah blah. We got her on the she didn't say respirator. She called it that. She called it some kind of machine,
Mm-hmm.
like she like the mechanical something. Okay, and she's like, well, she's on that and this, that, and the other. And then that's when she started going into all of this where her kidneys are shutting down and she's not getting her oxygen levels are very low. We're at the highest saturation that we could do on the manual breathing machine. That's what she called it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's at the highest level that we can administer on the machine, and her oxygen is still dropping. And then she said that the COVID virus had really whooped her ass whooped her lungs, honey, because she got a lot of scar tissue from the virus on her lungs.
Mm.
And that's what's troubling me, right? I'm like, how did this do that? But they said that this was a respiratory virus.
Right. Did Miss Essie get a vaccine?
No,
Okay.
no, Mama didn't want it because of all of these. She said, I'm taking too much as it is.
Right.
I don't know what it is, and I don't know what it's going to do to me.
Right.
Okay, so she didn't want it. So we kept her away from only place Mama being. She said we weren't even taking her to church.
Mm.
The only place my mother has gone was to the goddamn doctor and back. Okay. That's the only
That's the
place.
crazy thing. Remember, we talked about that before. People that's being extra careful somehow are getting
Are the
COVID.
ones.
Because when we got it, we was careful than them all.
Girl, listen, I got so much damn shit up in here. Antiseptic wipes, and I got them all in the car. So I'm like, okay. So we get here, and then they say to us, well, we need for the family to start to begin to have a conversation. And I said, and that conversation is. And they said, the doctor said, well, at this particular point, her heart may stop and go into cardiac arrest. We need to know if you want us to resuscitate. Then she says, and I paused because here's the thing that I need everybody to understand. Okay, I need for y'all to understand this, and I know in emotions and carrying on because my sister broke and wailed like I have never heard her wail. Because after we got off the phone with the doctor, we had to have the conversation. And I said, listen.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I said, listen. I said, what do you want? I said, tell me, because my other sister, now, my sisters are identical twins, so one of them is
Right.
not there. And I told the doctor, I said, do you need an answer right now? Because there are 3 of us who need to make this decision.
Right.
Okay. She said, well, we just need y'all to start thinking about that. I said, well, realistically, tell me, how much time do you estimate us having? And she says, well, at this particular rate, we're looking at possibly 1, maybe 2 days. I said, so what you're telling me is that she's not going to make it through this weekend. And then the doctor said, well, if you want us to resuscitate, that's not going to mean that she won't go back into cardiac arrest. And what is happening is her lungs are so scarred to where basically the machine ain't helping. Being on the machine is not helping. And I want y'all to hear me, and I want y'all to hear me well, because I cannot, I can't be mad at her, because I hear what she's saying, but she can't say what she want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got off the phone with her, I called I'm talking to my sister, and my sister just starts to crumble. And I said, "But wait a minute, baby." And I let her have her moment to wail. And I said, "But baby, we got to answer this question." I said, "We got to answer this question." And I said, "Do we want them to resuscitate or not?" And the first thing she said was, "Yes, because I want them to save my mama, right?" I said, "Baby, I need you to hear what she said. I need you to hear what she can't say out loud. Because what she's saying is, baby, they can't do nothing else.
There's nothing else for him to
So the
do.
resuscitation won't make any sense. And so there's no need to put mama through that."
I was getting ready to say, well, we don't understand when we in that is that's selfish because we doing it for
Because we
us.
doing it for
We're
us.
not doing it for them. We
And
doing it for us.
it's not going to make a difference. So this is why they need for us to make that decision. And when I said that, that's when she lost it, because it hit. It hit. Okay. It hit. And I had to let her have her moment, because she needed to get that out.
Yeah.
The sad thing is that I'm here, and I'm not there to comfort her the way I would like. But maybe, and I tell this to God, because I consider them to be my kids. And maybe it's not meant for me to do that, because what she was crying out for, I can't give her.
Couldn't give it to her. You
She said, "I
can't.
want my mommy. I need my mama."
Mm.
She said, "I want my mommy." She said, my mother has not hugged me to tell me I'm going to be all right since I lost my toe. And I want my mama to come home and give me my hug and tell me I'm going to be all right. And I can't do that. Right?
This is not the same.
Because it ain't the same. I'm not mama. So now what is happening is her 2 daughters are there. Okay. And so now, watching their mother break like this, it took me back to when my grandmother passed, and I had to watch my mother break like that back in '86, because we all got, listen, the gift, we all are spiritually in tune, and the gift is real. Okay. And mama knew it beforehand.
I
Mama,
was getting ready to say, remember I told you, my grandmother always told me when I was little, she made me aware of what I had a long time ago.
mama knew that grandma was leaving us beforehand. Okay. And I watched my mama break in a way that I had never seen her do that. And I'm with my mom. I'm rocking with her. I'm hugging. Mama done fell to the floor, and she is just all a mess. And that's what she kept saying. I'm about to lose my mama. I'm going to lose my mama. And she just crumbled. And after she had her moment, she got up. And that particular Christmas, Mama cooked. And she said, no, my spirit is telling me to just cook big. And Mama laid it out, right? We done had she done made turkey and ham and dressing and mac and cheese. And I mean, just everything. Mama made it. We ended up taking the
You
entire
told
dinner.
us, yes, to your grandma's, right?
Yeah. Because nobody else had time to cook. So Mama cooked. And it was then her and my Aunt Pauline, they had been, it's a love-hate relationship. Pauline being the older sibling, you know how that is. You know how that goes. Okay. That was them. Okay. And it was at that time that they had one of the most pleasant conversations I had ever known them to have in their relationship.
Wow.
Since I've been on this planet. And we sit at the table. We went around Grandma's bed and we said grace around Grandma in her bed, right? And my Uncle Paul said, Mama, we all here. And she looked up, she said, okay. And she had a slight little smile come on her face, right? That all her kids and her grandkids were there. And we said the blessing, and we went to go sit down and eat. And like I said, Mama and Pauline had one of the most terrific conversations that sisters could ever have, right? I mean, Pauline got to praise them, Mama. She said, "Oh, thanks to the chef, honey. Thanks to the chef." Uncle Bobby. Now, Bobby is always the drama one, okay?
So we was just talking about Uncle Bobby the other day.
That goddamn Uncle Bobby, honey. This motherfucker here, I love him dearly, but Bobby is always, if he was here, he would be a bona fide pot stirrer here on the program. Okay, bona fide. Okay. So he's sitting up here trying to wage a war. Tell me something. Oh, who made this potato salad? That is Pauline's potato salad. And she said, what do you mean this ain't your potato salad? The girl, I know this. She said, I didn't do no cooking. She said, Lorraine did all this. That's the chef over there. Lorraine did all this.
Starting shit.
Starting shit around the damn table.
It's always one. But look, they make the best stories for us to be able to tell later.
Just starting shit. Okay. So, wait a minute. My cousin say, wait a minute. She say, what you say? Y'all leave my daddy alone.
Leave my daddy alone. Leave my daddy alone.
Leave my daddy alone. Listen. Child, that was the funniest thing. But Mama and Pauline, honey, had one of the most beautiful conversations. But then the ugliness rose up after Grandma died. And Pauline and Kat, my Aunt Kat, they were the closest, They were, oh my God, they were thick as thieves, child. I would love to tell their story as sisters. And I would love to tell their stories as sisters. Because Mama told me something that happened with them when they were kids. Mama was, the girls slept in the same room and shit. And Kat went out on a date or something and was coming in late. Pauline left the window open, right?
So she was sneaking.
Yes,
honey, yes. Make sure your sister don't get her ass whooped.
But wait, she coming in too loud. So Pauline trying to tell her, shut up. Girl, you gonna get the... And what it was, my grandfather was my grandmother's second husband. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now he's my father, my mama and Uncle Bobby, that's their daddy. So he's their stepfather, right?
Okay.
And so it was a whole big to do. And I'm, of course, at the beginning when all this started, everybody didn't like him or whatever, from what I'm told. But he became the father figure of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mama say she's sitting over there trying. She laughed. Now you have to understand, Mama is the baby girl because Pauline got her by 8 years.
Okay.
Kat got her by 13, I think it is.
Oh wow.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm like 7 years older than Chrissy, 8 years older than William and Mark. I might be 9 years older than Mark because I know I'm 8 years older than William. Yeah, it gets a little
Okay.
weird.
So it gets a little that way. Not because now Mama and Bobby are 3 years apart. Mama was first, and then because Bobby the baby of the 7.
Okay.
Okay. And it's just like me and my brother. My brother and I were 3 years apart, and then I'm 7 years older than my sisters.
Okay. Yeah. See.
Okay. So having that dynamic there, Mama said she was in the bed and carried on it, and said my granddaddy came up in there, had caught Cat and carried on. It was a whole big mess and carried on. Yeah. But just to have them tell that story.
Yeah, because at least she tried. Look, she tried
She was
to help
trying.
her sister get
Kind
it.
of our sister, right? Okay, sister. Right. You know.
All that noise.
Girl. Dad, what keep your
Hirsch. Look.
Okay.
And I implore you people out here, yes, I say you people, I implore you all, if you don't spend time with the elders in your family, you should. Let me tell you something. They will give you some stories. If you take the time to just listen, you know how we always so busy, everybody's so busy, always. Take the time to find the oldest person in your family and get their stories. Record their stories. Because we are a people of passing down the stories.
That is something that I wish we had done over the years. That was record.
Mm-hmm. I think you know what I'm saying, and I say that because I want to get into that. I want to make sure I find out who's the eldest right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's cousin, aunt, whatever.
Right.
Whoever's the eldest, and just get some stories. Just because I want to be able to pass them down to my kids and the grandkids.
That we have to look at too, and that there is understanding the hierarchy of the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the matriarch and the patriarch of the family, that means something.
Right. It
that
does.
means something. And when you now, for us and our family, it was always our great grandmother and great grandfather. That was Frank and Eliza Smith. Okay. So as far as we're concerned, they're the head of the family. All right. And I'm thankful to live in a time where I knew my great grandparents.
Right. See, and I didn't. So for us, it was my grandma and my grandpa. It was Martha and Earl Honey on my mom's side. Like my grandfather, that's the Sicily man. I don't know him. Didn't know him. I don't even know if he's still alive. I think I only seen him like 2 or 3 times. My dad was like, "You seen him more than that?" Well, I don't remember. And I wasn't never that really close with my dad's mom. But so for us, it was my grandmother and my grandfather. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so we losing what we once were as families
because we don't tell the story. We
don't.
We get busy because we want to, and I'm gonna just put it out there.
Come on.
We get busy because we want to, and I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, look at this. I'm on this show tonight because I need something to do.
Exactly.
To keep my head from
y'all, it ain't because we didn't try. Because I was like, sure, we could tape it early.
And yeah, she sure did. She said, "You sure you want to go live like that?" I said, "Baby,
we could tape it." He said, "No, I have to."
And
listen, we both on a flight in the morning.
In the morning, I'm on my flight at 7:15.
Oh, you wait earlier than me this time. I'm usually going that early, but you earlier.
Yeah.
Sidebar: is there anything that you think you need that you can't take with you because you know I can bring it to you when I come?
Okay, that's real good. I didn't think about that.
My bags are checked for free.
Oh, I didn't think about that, child. But no, I'm condensing me down to one bag that I got to pay for, and I'm gonna take my laptop and stuff with me so I could be able to get online and carry it on. Okay. But nonetheless, we need to record these stories and see. I know Red is on me, you on me about my stories as a gay man and that particular kind of shit. But now now that we are here, I got to sit down with my sisters, and I'm gonna need them to share their moments with Mama. Okay, because I don't listen. I'm gonna tell you something that I'm jealous of a little bit, and I never said that out loud.
Oh wow.
I never said it out loud because I thought it was being very selfish, but it is when and you'll understand when I say it.
Okay.
Because I helped my mother raise my siblings.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh Whenever my mother had those moments with the girls, I don't know those moments, because I know every damn thing else.
Right.
I don't know those moments. So I know the day that I had to go to her and tell her it was time to have the conversation about cleanliness and stuff after a cycle with my sisters.
Mhm.
I didn't know she had the conversation.
Right.
You know, I mean, I knew she was a good mom and carrying on. I just never known her to have the conversation, but I wasn't supposed to. It wasn't my
It
conversation.
wasn't your
You
conversation.
know what I'm saying? Now that's all ego. Again, what we say, celebrating healing, but I'm judging the package that it comes
Mhm.
in. And
Mhm. Cause
ah,
you wanted to be newsy and know it all. That
what
was
you say,
wasn't for
newsy?
you.
Shut up, bitch! I'm sick of you. Wait a
You,
minute. You get the towel. You get the towel. I ain't looking at you.
cause you know I be the
I
same
ain't
type
looking
of
at
way.
you.
That's why I can
I ain't
call
looking
it
at
on
your
your
ass.
ass. That's why I can call it on you. Cause bitch, sometimes I had to look in the mirror and be like, bitch, you was just being newsy.
Okay.
Okay. But you know what, Mitch? We got to think about the times. Like, you need to share stories with them that they might not know and let them share the ones with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure some shit that you and Miss Essie have that they don't know either.
I share my stories all the time with them.
Oh, okay.
Because as the oldest sibling of the eldest, you know, like when my sister was processing and going through, just relationships and understanding her place as a mom, and just like mama, she got 4 kids. I said, see, you just like your mama. Okay, so why don't you go talk to her? You got
Right.
2 boys and 2 girls, just like your mama did.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
you
be the
go.
pride and the ego.
But and then she was worried because she kept saying, "Well, I just didn't want mama to worry about me." I
Oh.
said, "Too late. You
She's
her
your mama.
baby.
Just like you
She
gonna
gonna
worry
worry
about
all the
yours, she gonna worry about you.
yes." And as I said, "I don't care how old you are, honey, mama." I said, "And don't think that just because y'all live in the same house, that because she don't jump in your arguments and carry on, that she don't hear that shit and it doesn't affect her. She
Hmm.
just know you a grown woman."
And you gotta handle it.
And you got to handle your own shit. Now, when it gets out of hand, she know when to come in, which she does.
Okay. And you know, if kids ain't scared of their own
Okay.
mama, baby, they scared of their grandmama. I'ma promise you this. The
Between
shit
that
that you will try
and
with your
then
mother that you will never try
did
with
you
your grandmother.
never ever. You understand? So right, okay, there are certain conversations that are exclusive between mother and daughter. I see that.
Hmm.
You know,
Now
and
you think about just stories in general.
yeah,
Like, I remember the time when I told my mom, like, you know how sometimes because it tickles the shit out of me when my kids start telling me shit that they did that I didn't know about.
right, right.
So one time we was all sitting around, and it was me, both my mothers, my mom and my aunt, and we was all just talking about something. It was just so funny, and it was one of those rare moments because y'all know I just rebuilt my relationship with my mom right before she passed. So it was one of the rare moments where we were all just having family time, and it was just
Uh-huh.
fun. And I said, "Well, I'm grown now, can't get my ass whooped for this, so I'm just going to tell y'all." Right? It was a time, and I think I might have told y'all this before. So we used to everybody when I would be at my mom's house, my room was always the best room. Everybody hung out in my room. There are more men in my family than there are women. So all my cousins would be in my room, they friends, everything. Because if people ask me, bitch, you ain't got no man, why you always got a king size bed? Because I've had one since I was a kid. I
Right.
always had the king size bed, the big floor model TV. Remember the component set?
The
I had a
components that
component set up in my room, had the floor model TV. I had the flyest room. So we would all be up there. So there's one particular night, we all go out, we go down South Street. Anybody been to Philly before? And even if you haven't been, you heard about it. We all down South Street. Something happens. The police go to arrest one of my cousins and a couple of them, right? Now at the time, me and Eric was just friends. Me and Eric was the kind of kids that sometimes he was my boyfriend,
Okay.
but most of the time we were just friends. Because this how this worked. Where he lived is where I grew up, where my grandmother lived. But where my mom was where his grandmother was. So we were always together some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's at his grandmom's, I'm at my mom's house. Then I'm gonna see
Uh-huh.
you. If he home and I'm at my grandmom's, I'm gonna see you.
Right, right.
So we come back and it's just me and Eric. Now we go upstairs like we always do, watch TV, whatever, fall asleep. Baby, I don't know where the hell Verona Christine was that night, but she didn't come in until the morning. And when I heard her come in, I said, let me
Baby.
tell you something. I looked at him. I said, I'm not getting my ass whooped for something I ain't doing, something she's going to assume that I did. So out the window you go. And now, mind you, my room was up on the third floor. So
Right.
you got to tip down the steps to get
Uh-huh.
to the second floor and out the
Ooh.
bathroom window because there's a ledge on the
Right.
bathroom window.
Oh Lord.
And
Country
he got
Perry
up
house.
there,
Right.
you know, baby, he was out there. And they like to fell clean the hell out. Do you understand me? I said, listen, there was no way that I was going to be able, that I was going to be able to tell y'all, tell you that that didn't happen. Because if you would have seen it, you would have automatically, because I know if I'd have walked in the damn room and my kids were sitting there sleeping, it was
Right.
just one or two, baby, it wouldn't have been no way for you to be able to tell me
You tell
either.
me, right. You's a goddamn lie.
Use a goddamn lie, yes. And when I tell you, we how we how in there together. It was so funny. So now when my kids are telling me shit that they did that I ain't know nothing about, and I'm sitting there like, you motherfuckers is retarded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you see things as either the older sibling or the parent or whatever in the house. Like you know, I got boys and shit, right? So it's not just my kids, it's my nephews and stuff. And here's one of the weird things. The shit that boys talk about sometimes, and it don't even have to be on like no fresh girl stuff. Just the shit that come out of teenage boys' minds is so.
It's dumb.
I come down the steps one
It's
time
dumb.
and all I hear is bet, bet. All right, bet kitty bits. What the fuck? The bet was whoever lost the bet had to eat the damn cat food, eat the kitty bits. I look, I turn around, I just walk back upstairs. I went,
Never mind. Right.
but those are the stories. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are the stories that you be sitting there like, you know, it's the things that need to be passed on so kids
Right.
know. It's just a thing that we gotten away from. And I like what you said. Oh shit, I done fell over, knocked over. It's because I'm being lazy and I'm in this damn bed like I still haven't packed. Cause I'm resting while we on the show so I can get up and pack. But yeah, it's something that I think is necessary. It's necessary. And you know, when we going through all this, y'all, 2021 has done a number on us. You understand
2020
me?
and
2020 and
2021.
2021.
Because 2020, COVID took 2020. We got over, 600 and some odd thousand people died, and COVID did 2020. 2021
Ooh, came in like a wrecking ball, didn't
came
it?
up in here and see, somebody told me today, she said, damn, the people that died this year, honey, it wasn't COVID. COVID wasn't a thing. It was heart attacks. It was this. It was this. And I'm like, baby, yeah, you know. And so here, and celebrate these because I'm gonna go to the comments because the people put some wonderful comments up in here.
Okay.
Um, in celebrating that, this is why I wanted to talk about, celebrating the healing or the love or celebrating the victory and what it looks like instead of judging or standing in content of the package
Mm,
that come in.
mm,
Okay, you object to it because it doesn't. It didn't suit your selfish need. Okay, you asked for healing, but because it did not suit your selfish need,
mm.
you mad. But you got what you prayed for,
I was going to say it didn't come in the package you thought it was gonna come in.
right? And so this is why, like I say, I'm comfortable either way. But I may have to add a caveat to my prayer. Okay, because like I say, either she coming home with us
She going home.
or she going home. Okay,
But the
but
thing in that is going to have to be able to find comfort.
and that's what it is because I'm finna that's my caveat to the prayer. I don't want Mama just to come home just because we can say she out the hospital.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If she can't come home and be who we know her to be, if she can't come home and enjoy the chicken wings, and I know my mother loved chicken wings. It was
Me
like
too, Miss Essie.
it was like my grandmama, honey. Her mother was all loved chicken wings.
Me
My mother
too,
loved some
baby.
damn cashews, honey. She loved whole
Me
cashews.
too. Let me find
Okay.
out, Miss Essie, my spirit God up in here.
Well, tell she's a Gemini like you. She made 22nd.
See,
So okay. So my mother enjoys a red pop, a red Fago pop. Okay. Okay, and I'm a car. I ain't gonna say soda. No, my mother loves a red pop. Okay,
What flavor is red?
strawberry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I know, because sometimes it could be cherry, it could be
right. But no, the Fago
or
red
like
is
black people
strawberry.
when we talk about Kool-Aid.
Kool Aid. What
What
you want?
flavor
Grape
we
or
got?
red?
Grape or red. You don't say purple or red, but you damn
No,
sure say red.
you know it's
Grape or
grape.
red.
Grape or red. I love that from House Party. What you want? Grape or red?
Grape or red. And it was because it was so true. Anybody house, if they had Kool-Aid, if they picked up the red pack, they not saying cherry, they not saying strawberry. I'm
It's
about to make
red.
some red Kool-Aid.
Right. Because it could have been red, it could have been cherry, strawberry, tropical punch, watermelon, before they started making the clear watermelon. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But we gonna say red, no damn matter
Red.
what.
Okay. Wait a minute, that just reminded me.
Mm-hmm.
Mama was watching we watching that same episode. And you know where the boy poured the sugar in and she's Mama hollered at the girl, okay, stop it. That's the she said, what you doing? Stop. That's
That's probably why. Listen, my uncle Robert used to make Kool-Aid like that. That's probably why all y'all ever see me drink is water, cause that will pour like half the bag of sugar in there.
half the
I'm
bag
like,
of
that is
sugar.
syrup. We can make
Yeah,
popsicles and shit out of that, cause that is not a drink.
exactly. Ain't no damn drink, boy.
Damn diabetes
Shit.
in a glass.
Liquid sugar. Okay.
That's all it was.
My mother's favorite color is gray.
Mm.
Her favorite color is gray. She loved yellow roses.
If y'all,
Okay.
y'all go look on my Facebook page, my memories and stuff.
Okay.
Up until very recently, when I started buying like the mango colored roses, but I
Yeah.
still get my yellow ones and mix in there. Yellow roses was always my favorite.
And
That's
Mama,
look,
that's
Brian used to
my
at least
favorite
get that right.
flower.
He used to get that right.
Yellow roses, honey. And
The
yeah, her
yellow
favorite.
roses.
I never asked her why gray was her favorite color, but I guess knowing my mama like I know my mama, because she always said everything is not black and white.
Oh, there you go.
You know,
And that's probably
always
why.
said that. And knowing my mama like I know her, I think that's probably why she stuck to her. Now, and she loved all. My mother's the original 50 Shades of Grey without all the kinkiness. Now I don't know her kinky side, honey.
I
But
was getting ready to say, you don't know.
I
And
don't
you ain't
know.
supposed to, newsy ass.
And you know what? Listen, no, I wasn't. Thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay. Thank God. Okay. Because, honey, I told y'all the day that I saw my mother be a girl,
You told me. You said you all.
girl, I didn't know this woman.
How about who that woman?
Who that woman? I did not know it. Mama was hustling. Listen, Mama was hustling up on some dick that day with a boyfriend. Okay. She was hustling up on some dick, honey. And that's all it was. That's all it was.
What you
Okay.
ain't gonna do right now? Let me say what you ain't gonna see. Right? You better leave this as it alone.
Listen, I'm gonna call it like it is because my it still tickles me because when I saw her, I got to see her be a girl. Now I've seen her made up, okay.
Mhm.
Let me tell you something about this dark skin regal.
Did she get fined? Did she get fined?
Let me sit up in my chair. You understand me? My mother's a dark sister. Okay. She's a pretty dark mocha chocolate.
Okay.
Okay, mocha. And now, what I do love about my mother is that she did not rely on makeup. My mother was, she was an everyday girl. Okay.
See,
Now,
Miss Essie.
to the naked eye or whatever, because most folks would not consider her to be a glamour queen the way how we see glamour women. But my mother was always beautiful because she
The
had
natural beauty. The natural
my
beauty.
mother's cheekbones was sickening. Okay.
Look.
My mother had beautiful cheekbones. And she had beautiful eyebrows, but over time, I guess after she had my sisters, you know, her eyebrows started to but she always had a natural arch in them. Mama had, okay. Yes, and this is my cousin. She said, yes, beautiful skin. My mother's, and listen, they always thought that my mother was my sister.
Oh.
They always thought she was my sister. I said, no, this is my mother. And I had to ask her, I said, Mama, well, what did you do to your face? Because you got everybody sitting there thinking you my sister. You know, and now mind you, we're 20 years apart.
Listen,
It ain't like we
how old am I
16
to
or
my
what.
damn kids?
Right.
And everybody, they either think I'm like sister or they think when I'm with Cole, I'm her girlfriend. I'm like, listen,
Okay.
tell you what we ain't gonna do.
So, and she told me, she said, I don't put soap on my face. You know, she said, I just.
Steve, let me tell y'all something. Miss Essie is my spirit guy, honey. Because people have asked me that for years and years and years and years and years. What you put on your face? Nothing. Nothing. A hot rag, honey.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said I put a hot rag or whatever, and she take witch hazel or whatever and just wipe her. Yeah.
Witch hazel or sea breeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
Okay.
And you don't have to do that often. I do it maybe like once a month.
You know,
Once
right.
every couple months. You don't have to do it often. Only time you'll see me actually do something as far as my face goes is if I actually get done up. Like if I get done up. This lip gloss, eyeliner, that's about it. That's all y'all gonna get out of me. But if I have to get makeup,
right.
then yeah. And now that I'll be making my own natural soaps, honey, because even when I do that, it'll be the black soap.
Right.
But now that I make my own,
right,
I made some turmeric and lavender soap.
Ah, okay.
I sure did. I got you.
So that there. So my mother didn't have to wear makeup and stuff every day. Okay. And that there was that. And you know what? Now, this is my cousin here, Sharana. Witch hazel and
I
Noxzema.
remember that.
Okay, yes.
Baby.
Oh,
that damn
Noxzema.
blue jar.
They just had beautiful skin and didn't do anything extra to it. Because now listen, my mother and her mother, okay, I've always thought that they favored the most of everybody, okay?
Okay.
Until I met Marianne. Now, Mama and Pauline may have looked a lot alike.
Okay.
Marianne and my mama were the twins as far as how they acted.
They was the Keisha and Cole back then.
And Marianne is the older sister. You understand? Listen to me.
Was Marianne the grandma?
Listen to me very carefully. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I told y'all we celebrate my mama because
don't cry.
It's my mama.
Yeah, we gonna listen. You know, if don't nobody else know your pain right now, I do. It hasn't even been, what you say, 90 days? Don't care. So it hasn't even been 90 days for me either.
That's just my mama. My mama, I put this on today, this Black Wonder Woman shirt. Number one, I finally found it, right? It was
right.
Let me be completely transparent. I finally found the damn shirt I was looking for.
Baby, I need me one of them.
I picked it up. I said, oh, shit, I'm looking for you. So I said, okay. And I went home.
What you were supposed to.
I went home on the plane tomorrow, honey, because y'all know I tried to get my inner white woman on, and I have a travel outfit. So you have a travel outfit so that when you travel to get somewhere, and you know, in the movies, child, when you get ready to go back home, you put your travel outfit back on.
Yeah.
Okay. because it was kind of like what is whatever done here stays here. So when you get back on the train and whatever, did you have a
You
good time?
get back up? Yes, I sure did.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, but let me tell y'all the story. And I love sharing this story because this was the day that I met my aunt. No, it was I didn't meet her this day. I didn't know of her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first time that I met her, my cousin Terry lived over, oh shit, I forget the name of the street that he stayed on. But we were throwing my grandmother a birthday party
Mm-hmm.
in his backyard. And I'm meeting Terry for the first time. And I'm getting out the car and I'm seeing this woman say, "Oh, my mama here, my mama here." How about who this woman?
Oh, that's what.
Your mama, right? Your mama here.
Oh, this
Well, wait a
woman.
minute. I get out the car trying to go see who her mama is.
Look, newsy ass. He just need to know every goddamn thing.
Wait.
Who
I
your mama
get out.
is? Who is your mama, girl? Who is
So
up
she
in
take her
here?
friends over to grandma, right? She said, "Mama," and grandma looked up. She said, "Hey," she said, "Mama, this is so." And she said, "Hey, y'all, this is my mama." You know,
And you like you clutching your purse, your invisible purse.
who is she?
Come on, who this?
Because I have never seen this woman before. You know, I'd have been to all the church things. Listen. You understand me? She ain't been over to Grandma Smith's house. We go over there to get
Who
the
is you,
$50.
lady? Who is you, lady?
Listen, every Christmas, you know, for Christmas when we went over to our great grandparents' house, they gave all the children, the grandchildren, the great grandchildren. Everybody got a crisp $50 bill.
Okay. All
Now wait a
right.
minute. I want you to check this out because I did not think about this until I got much older. They had 9 children
Uh-huh.
by themselves. Now, you heard me
Okay.
say the children, the grandchildren, and the great grandchildren.
Right.
Everybody got a fresh, crisp $50 bill. You understand me? They had 9 children themselves.
Oh,
Okay?
oh.
Now, the children got children. I can't even tell you how many. I'm just going to start with my grandmother. My grandmother had 7 children of her own.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. My grandmother had 7. Let's see, who else? Sharana, help me. I don't know as far as the number, who else had the most, right?
Yeah.
So you got the children, the grandchildren.
Uh-huh.
Then they went to the great grands. You understand me?
There's 2
Now,
generations of people, y'all.
wait, and everybody got a 50. Now, my mama had 4. There were 4 of us. Bobby, yeah, how many Bobby had? Wait a minute. And these are the ones that we knew about. And I'm trying to think of who showed up because I know Bobby Jr. and his sister showed. I don't know about anybody else. So he was too. Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the children, the grands, and the great grands. Okay, everybody got a crisp $50 bill, and when you got it, we had to sit down there, and my great grandfather was sitting in the chair. He and my great grandmother, they were sit in the chair, and you had to go to him, and you had to sit down to give him a hug, and you had to say thank you. I remember my sister, Monique. My sister was trying to skip out because being kids, they just and all that. And my Pauline stopped. She said, you come on back and you say thank you. And that was that. So I don't even have the time to do all the math of the kind of money that went out every Christmas.
Right, because that's 3
Do
generations.
you hear what I'm saying? And
Shit.
and and,
All
and
right,
to
Pop
know,
Pop, I hear that.
listen, that there was the price. That was right over there on McLean Street. All of us, we did that. We did that.
You got to
So
think about it too, though. Even though that was a lot of money, back then, and celebrating the holidays, everybody want to make sure everybody gets some. That probably was way less stressful than to
right.
try to find everybody a goddamn gift.
Okay. I didn't have to do that with
He
grandma. He
just
just
gave it
gave
to
it to me.
me.
Well,
You
we
ain't
always
have to say
we
thank you.
listen, we always thought that you was a special one anyway, but that's because your mama had you around. You was always around the family. And that wasn't your doing. If you had a choice, I'm sure you wanted to go play and be with everybody else. But you was always with your mama and all in and carrying on. See, if we really need to do a Smith historian, not necessarily a family tree, but to do the history of who we are. You
Oh
know,
yeah, I want to
okay.
do that because I don't
He like
know
that I called
past
him
like
Grandpa.
my
I
great
did.
grandma.
What I always called him Grandpa Smith because we from the generation to where it wasn't just Grandpa. It was the respect was to call them by their last name, Grandpa
The
Adam,
name,
Grandpa Smith.
yeah.
That kind of thing. So that there, child. Listen, when I think about that, that was just and see also now see what we also did too back in the day was at them same family gatherings that was always over there at their house
Mm-hmm.
on McLean Street. Any and everybody, honey, they would put this. It would be the eldest of the family. It would be all of my grandmama and all of her siblings, my great grandparents. They would sit down and they would put a circle and
Mm-hmm.
put a chair in the center.
Oh, who was in the
Every
center?
child had to come and sit in that chair. And the question was, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, I love it. I love
If
it.
you did not have an answer, let me tell you about a story, honey. Because when they sat down there and reamed you a new ass because of what the struggles they had to go through and talking about picking cotton and cotton gins and understanding what it was not to have an education and how you had to, baby, when you started hearing that story or those
Mm-hmm.
stories and how they had to walk to get to places, when you started hearing the stories about how they were part of and they participated, some of them participated in that summer boycott, because some of them went down there to
Ooh.
just boycott with them again. When you started hearing them stories, it gave, for me, it gave me a sense of pride. It always gave me like something to shoot for. I tell
Right.
you, okay. Wait a minute. She said, how do we fit in that little bitty ass house? Honey,
Because
listen.
y'all was smaller then. It didn't seem that little.
You know what? That's what. But it was so many of us, though. But it was
Right.
always the rotation. See, it was always the rotation because we being the kids got in the area, honey. The kids was the kids. The grown ups, honey,
Mm-hmm.
for those who were sitting down playing cards, this, that, another, blah, blah, blah. It was always the rotation. Somebody had to go to the stove. Somebody they went outside to go smoke because they didn't smoke in the house. You
Right.
know, I thought that house was big as hell. It was at one point. You know, and that attic and carrying on and the basement and things, child. I just hate that we lost it. I just wish we had kept that particular house in the family,
Mm.
so that would have been part of the Smith family legacy. But I said all that because when we talk about these, and I know that sharing stories like this, I need to sit down and talk with my sisters so that we can have something um tangible to talk about and carrying on. I know they have all of theirs. The grandbabies have their stories. My brother's kids may not feel as warm receptive because there was at the time there was some stuff going on between my brothers, their mom and carrying on and we got a little bad blood there. But I'm glad that my nieces were able to, they came to an understanding with my with mama. And so I can't tell them that their stories aren't real. I'm just glad that they came to and understanding. You know,
Right.
um, right? She said just like the parties over at Eight Cat's house. Now, exactly in the basement. Her house was small, but everybody was always over there. Was all, honey? Listen, child, we were sardines and a doggone clown car.
And having a good
Okay.
ass time though, wasn't you?
Oh, honey, let me tell you something, child. Her den. I don't believe that all of us fit in that den the way that we did. Child. It would be like umpteen of us in her back den where the TV was.
Mm-hmm.
Child. Yes. Okay. And the grown-ups was always in the front. That's what that listen. I'm gonna tell you something about my Aunt Cat that used to tickle me all the time, child. Aunt Cat, child, when that sister there was ready to talk, okay, when that sister there was ready to talk, she was getting ready to sit down. She would hike her pants legs up. And when
Yeah.
she was already, listen, when she was already sitting down and she had a point to make, she kicked that left leg out and hiked that pants leg up, baby. And she a purse. She'll get down like this.
Oh, you about to catch one? Let me
Bitch,
tell
you
you something.
listen. That was. I'm gonna tell you something that I'm gonna tell you. I think I'm gonna have to start reincorporating that into my shtick because when she did that, you knew you was about to get red. When she
Listen, she ain't never done it to me. I
and
ain't never
did
done
this,
it, and I know what the fuck that
baby.
mean.
Right. Wait a minute. And the plastic on the couch.
Baby, the plastic on the couch now.
Okay.
Everybody's oh, yeah. My Aunt Virgie
Oh,
had that damn plastic on. She had white furniture for years and years and years. It ain't never get fucked up. Because let me tell you what you wasn't going to do in Virgie's living room. You understand?
was that your auntie's name?
Aunt Virgie.
That was
My
my
Aunt
grandmother's
Virgie.
name.
For real? My
Virgie
Aunt
Reed.
Virgie, yeah.
That's my
I
daddy's
love my
mama,
Aunt
Virgie
Virgie.
Reed. Yeah, Virgie
I
Reed.
love my daggone Aunt Virgie. I need to get up there and see her. She's the oldest now. She's the only one from my grandmother and them.
Wait a minute. She said, "Hell, she reading us now at 83." You listen
Ain't
at
nothing like getting
83
read from an old person. Oh my God.
with no filter.
Baby, I live for it, even if
You
it's
know
coming
what?
at my way, because
I'm gonna tell
I'm gathering the jewels, honey, to be able to redrop on somebody. You
I'm gonna tell
understand?
you one. Let me tell you one that Aunt Cat gave me. Maybe when she said this to me, I'm gonna tell you how it wrecked me. It wrecked me so bad to where I'm still talking about it.
Oh Lord,
It wrecked me.
it wrecked you.
Cause it was so smooth. It was one of those undercut reads,
When
bitch.
you got realized you just got read.
She said to me, she said, I was being cute. I was 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
1989. And at that time, we were traveling over to Miss Canada, honey, over to Miss Windsor,
Mm-hmm.
because there was a club over there called the Habitat.
Wait, they letting
Okay,
us in Canada now, right? We need to go on over there. We need to.
listen, it was a club called the Habitat, and the Habitat was a strip bar. And over in Canada, all they strippers dance nude.
Oh, all right.
Right. But you couldn't touch them.
Okay.
That was the thing. I didn't know that until I found out the hard way. No
Until you
pun.
found out. Look, until you
No
didn't
pun.
know until you found out.
No pun intended. Okay. So, but Canada's drinking age is 19.
Germany's
And
at
let me
16.
and I know you remember this. I know you remember this. Right when we turned 18 was when they raised the drinking age to 21 over here in the
21.
States.
Oh, okay. So what was it before?
It was 18.
It was 18 for
It
us to
was
drink.
18, and with the year that we turned 18, bitch, it was the year that they
That's
raised
when
it
they
to
turned
fucking
you to
21.
21. Ain't that about a bitch?
I was mad as fuck. And that's when we started going over to Canada. It was like, okay, well, fuck it. So catch it, catch it, catch it. So you know the dial being the dial, bitch. I'm sitting up here. We're downtown because my aunt, my uncle, my cousin on here, her mom and my uncle were twins. So we at
Uh-huh.
Paul's house. Okay, we at Paul because
Mhm.
he lived in the Millender Center. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So this one
okay.
of the posh little do I
That
did
was
it
that was the
right.
bougie part. That was
That
he
was,
lived in the bougie part.
honey.
Oh,
So we down at the Millender Center, honey. We at Paul's
all
house.
right.
And what was it? I forget. It was summertime, so it had to be maybe 4th of July, whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm over there and I'm making a grand announcement. I said, oh, well, I won't be staying long because I'm going to be going over to Canada. And they're like, what you going to, right, so now they in my business, right? What you going over there to Canada for? Okay. I said, oh, well, we're going there to Canada because the drinking age over there is 19 and I get to drink legally. And Kat said, wait, Kat said, you mean singly?
Oh,
She said, you mean singly? I said,
she knew your ass was going to the strip club,
bitch.
did she?
Oh, I guess yeah. Okay.
She knew
Bitch.
exactly where the hell your ass was
Bitch. Bitch. She said, you mean singly, honey.
I can't.
One, bitch. You mean singly. Ooh!
See, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Ain't nothing like the
Wait a minute,
elders,
you
baby.
see what I said? That was the undercut read because Ed said, "Oh, he said, oh, wait a minute, I just got that right." That was that.
You heard me say, I said she knew your ass was going to the strip club, bitch.
Oh, child, when I tell you,
tell y'all, it's
oh,
nothing
okay,
like.
Sharonda said it was the Grand Prix party. Okay, right, okay. Ooh, that
Baby,
still
ain't
destroys me to this
nothing
day,
like either getting read or hearing a read from one of the elders.
baby. That
Because they
still
got shit for your
destroys me
ass, you understand?
to this day. That still destroys me. She said,
Well,
"You
bitch, here go, listen, here go
mean
what we was saying. It had to be Thanksgiving, I think. Wait, but I'm gonna ask Cole because she down here. I'm gonna ask her. You know, my kids be
Ooh.
remembering shit.
Oh,
Hold
me
on.
too. I served and then some. Child, let me try to tell you the whole truth about it. That was my aunt did, honey. That's my mother's one of my mother's older sisters. Child, shit.
Is y'all
I'm telling
filming
you.
already? The red light room. Look, we in the red light district. That's
Oh,
the last scene that gotta be filmed. We're sorry, y'all. Cole been shooting music video this weekend. We in the red light room. We're Cole at? Vic, we're Cole. Cole. Vic. She said, I thought you were her. I am, but I'm older than her. So Cole, when that time when y'all was little,
baby,
and we was at Aunt Geraldine's house. Remember, how old was y'all about? Was that Thanksgiving? Look, y'all see her about to fall out? Look at her.
What? I just remember the argument. Aunt Geraldine, what did she cut somebody
Okay,
out for?
so my Uncle Ronald's new wife was being like extremely greedy. First of all, bitch, we don't know you. My Aunt Donna is my Aunt Donna. She gonna be our aunt for the rest of our life. We don't know you. She's the new one, okay? We don't know you, heifer. She had, you know how we have everything in aluminum pans and stuff, right? When I tell you, she didn't wait for my aunt. Now, Aunt Geraldine, elder, even from when I was little, okay? She didn't wait for Aunt Geraldine to make her a plate or to see if it was okay to take to-go plates. Baby, she starts scraping the damn pans to make a to-go plate. When I tell you my Aunt Geraldine let this bitch have it and snatch the pans out of her damn hands. I tell you, my kids had Cole and them was little at the time. Like they wasn't even about to be tweens or nothing. They was little. They had to be like 7 or 8.
Ooh.
Keisha, when she got in junior high, wrote about what happened. And she won an award for the funniest, best written story. When my Aunt Geraldine died, my baby took that award that she won. It was a whole plaque and put it in my Aunt Geraldine casket.
Wow.
She sure did. She sure did. Baby, you don't play with them damn elders. But first of all, I just told you this. I told y'all we didn't even know her. You know, my uncle's first wife is bitch, we don't know you. Papa, who that woman? We don't know that woman. And
Okay.
you just picked up Geraldine pans, bitch. You about to catch a bad one. All of us was looking like this bitch. You don't pick Geraldine pans up. Are you crazy? And if Ronald ain't tell you, he set you the fuck up, dummy.
Baby,
your man set you up.
Was
okay.
everything.
Girl, y'all, and you could, cause I see it clean as day. Her picking up the whole pan, scraping it out
Yeah.
to make a plate. We ain't never even seen this woman before that day.
Oh Lord. And then you ain't. And then you still ain't got it good. You ain't had conversation
You
so they could see where your
because
mind
we
is.
bougie like that. My Aunt Donna, because we know my Aunt Donna was real good to my uncle. She's the mother
Uh-huh.
of his children. I've known her. I ain't never not known her. You know that? You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
I've
Right.
never
Right.
not known her. So I don't know who you are. You might be nice and everything, bitch, but I don't know you. My
Right.
aunt is over there.
Okay. Baby,
I'm
listen.
telling you, them damn elders, honey. You
We
was
got tons of those kind of stories, and oh yeah, yeah, those are important. Those are very important. So we sit down and talk about them, or we need to capture them, you know, and keep time stakes and carrying on. You know, it's one thing. Now, see, my family's very photogenic. Okay, child, now you talking about ham, honey? We all kinds of pork products, baby. We are
I
ham.
got some our elders that got photo albums and stuff. Do you guys know I don't have any pictures of me as a kid?
Wow.
I
So,
remember pictures that had been taken. I remember seeing them because remember I told you. Remember I said when I became a Natalie Cole fan, I had to be about 4, and my
uh-huh.
favorite song was Joey. So
Joey.
that was my favorite song. Like it was way before Mr. Melody and all of that stuff.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
All of that.
Lord.
To
Yes,
me, it
Lord.
was Joey. My mother says she don't even understand. She don't realize how I love that song so much. She don't even remember hearing. She said, "But you would sing it all the time." And I
Listen.
remember when we used to get the shirts and stuff, Meech, but the shirts would come with the cardboard collar around
Yes,
inside
yeah,
to keep your collar.
yeah.
She said, "Girl, you couldn't tell you know." And I remember taking this picture. I had the little cardboard collar around my neck with the brush in my hand. My hair was out because I was about to get my hair done. I was standing on the bed, baby. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was singing me some Joey.
Oh, you better give
Joey,
it.
Joey,
You better
Joey,
give it. You
where
better
you
give it.
going to? And so I remember a lot of pictures and I remember seeing them. But when my grandmother passed away, you know, my mom was on that stuff and they locked my grandma's house up and everything was,
Right.
I don't have any pictures of being, I don't have no baby pictures. I remember a baby picture of me, baby. Remember when we was
Okay.
babies, you know, you couldn't get the mink coat or nothing, but you could get a rabbit.
Right.
I remember having my little baby picture on. I had the little patch rabbit thing with the brown white.
With the wild, yeah. Ha, my sisters had one of those.
You couldn't tell us nothing back then, but I remember the pictures, but I don't have none. So I think I will reach out to like my older cousins and my older aunts that are still alive and ask them, do they have any pictures? Because I don't have anything to show my kids.
Wow. Well, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
over when I get home. I am going over to Kennel's house, my uncle Kennel,
Mm-hmm.
and we since now we got camera phones and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna take a picture of the picture so that way I don't steal all the pictures because I know.
Okay, and you know I'm gonna bring my iPad, so I got you.
Okay, I done sat down here, child. I know the last time I clipped a lot of pictures, child.
Oh, Meech, look, it's 5 minutes to 11. We ain't did not one damn commercial break.
I know I'm going to, but I am. I know, and I was just looking at that time too. You know, what I'm trying to find is my baby picture. Hold on, I'm gonna
You
get.
got your baby picture.
Yeah, child, I got one. I
I
got
seen one picture when I was young at my sister's house. She was scanned in all these picture tribe. I remember taking it too. Just came in from out being in the water plug, hair out the hair with Chrissy and William. Did your mom used to have a picture man come around?
Well, you know what? We had Polaroid cameras and stuff back in the day,
Yeah, we had that too.
but
But my mom
but
used to have
we always went
Jackie.
to we did it for school. You know, every year that they had pictures, honey.
Jackie
I'm
and the
gonna
man
make.
would come every summer. It was
Uh-huh.
like one photographer. Remember how the insurance man used to come with the book?
Oh, I couldn't stand that shit. Yeah.
Ooh, child. It was like that. But once every year, Jackie had them come out. So she had pictures from when, and I just was cracking up like, oh my God.
Okay.
I do. My sister do got that one. So
Okay. Well, here, let me do this while I'm trying to find this picture. Since we haven't played a commercial, let me go to a commercial break, and
okay,
then when
good.
we
I
come
gotta go
back, we're
pee.
gonna get into a couple.
Good. I gotta
Okay.
go pee. If I ain't
Oh,
on the screen, I'm still here.
The band got to pee. Okay, we'll be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
Stay with us.
Whether you are a resident or visiting the ATL, if you need to satisfy your soul and your hunger with some good old-fashioned scrumptious victuals, then head on over to Tara Boulevard and feast at the Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet. The Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet has a mouth-watering array of delicious delicacies that will tempt your tummy, tantalize your taste buds, and please your palates. All of our items on the buffet are made from scratch, just like Grandma used to make. Try our meatloaf, the succulent fried chicken, the smothered pork chops, the short ribs, the fried and baked fish. Try our oxtails, the turkey wings, and don't forget some of those fantastic sides with the macaroni and cheese, cornbread dressing, greens, cabbage, red beans and rice, potatoes and gravy, and oh my God, don't forget the cornbread and those decadent desserts. Your hunger will not be denied. Come on down to the Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet, located at 8562 Tara Boulevard in Jonesboro, Georgia. Come on down and tell them that Big Meech and Dishing Tea I sent you. Yeah.
Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nyla, and Nasia. This is Alo Nana. Hey everyone, it is your girl Aunt Nikki, and I am here to tell you about my Alo Nana Creations collection. So let me tell you what this collection consists of right now. Right now we have all natural body butters, all natural rose water spray, and handcrafted crystals and beads jewelry. That means you can get necklaces, you can get bracelets, you can get waist beads, you can get anklets. You can choose from what we already have, or you can give me a call, hit your girl up, honey, and tell me exactly what it is that you think that you need, and I will create a piece especially for you. Okay, so I want y'all to get into this. Yes, I sit here and bead every last one, honey. I'm having such a good time doing it. If you guys didn't see in the beginning when I called out those names, honey, Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nala, and Nasia, those are my granddaughters. That is where the name Alo Nana came from. We started with the body butters, then I went into the jewelry, and baby, I just added this rose water, honey, and I am telling you, it is amazing. Look at the ending credits to see where you can purchase you some, where you can order it.
Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
Hey, you want to be a part of God's plan? Look at this angel. That's right, the shine, the sheen. You can only get that at Royal Extensions. Hit us up at Royal Extensions, www.royalextensionsatlanta.com or IG Royal Extensions 20. If you want to have the same thing as God's plan, you get it right here at Royal Extensions.
What they see is a masterpiece created by the king. I am different by design, and I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I may not look like you and you me, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Dare to be you, dare to be me, and dare to be different and unique. I'm gonna be the best me I can be by letting His glory shine through. Dare to be you, dare to be me, and dare to be different and unique. I'm gonna be the best me I can be by letting His glory shine.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
Hello.
Did you find a picture?
I'm still trying to find the picture. I'm like, okay, where is my picture? Okay, I'm sitting up here. I must be overlooking it because I'm trying to,
Stop
scroll
passing real fast.
very quickly and get her. I'm like, bitch, this picture been sitting up here forever and a day. I know it's here. I didn't take it down, and things. So it should have been over here in the archives. However, okay, while I'm still trying to do this, let me go here because I'm gonna do a couple of these cards and then we're gonna let the children go because we both got to pack.
We both got.
I got to finish packing and carry on because
I got not an update, but something I want to start doing with you guys. If I find out something new, because y'all know we always cover the bad, usually what's going on in the world. We always got to talk about the bad shit. So sometimes I want to bring something happy. I want to tell y'all about 2 shows that have come on that I'm enjoying. Queens, that's the new show that has Eve, Brandy. What's the girl that's Tasha on Power?
Notori.
And yeah, Notori. And there is, ain't that funny how she played Lil' Kim? Her name is Notori, like Notorious B.I.G. It's a Latino actress. I can't think of her name, but she's played in a lot of stuff. It is actually good, but it's ethnic. So we don't know how long it's going to be on ABC. So I'm just putting it out into the universe. When ABC try their shit, Netflix, I need y'all to be right on their damn heels. Netflix, Hulu, whoever the hell, Amazon Prime, whoever. I need y'all to be right on their damn heels, okay? Because it's a good show. They have brought back the 4400, Meech.
Yes, I've been catching it.
Okay, so it's only been 1 episode, right?
I think
I only
so.
say one. I got the CW episode. There's 1 episode. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because reboots, I get a little pissed. Sometimes I just be like, leave our shit alone. Stop messing with shit.
Right.
But I actually love it. So there y'all go. 2 good things. Go check out some new shows.
Okay, how about that?
What the cards got going on? Good, you about to do the cards. I could eat some of my salad. Y'all know I'm always eating something.
Okay.
I don't know why I always wait till we go on the air to eat. I have no idea.
Because
that's the only time I get to sit down.
Time to do it,
Listen, that's the only time. That's when I get to sit down and relax.
You get to sit down, and then the children get to ask you, honey, what you eating?
Yup,
You
they
get to
do.
make
Don't they
everybody
ask me
else
every
hungry.
time? Well, this time my dirty ass is eating a salad.
Okay, what you eating? Hmm. Okay, let's do this because y'all know I can't find this damn picture, and then Facebook is slow to load this shit up here. I know this picture's here, so that means I got to do an IOU on my baby picture. Okay. But tonight, honey, y'all know we got the cards, the tonight's conversation cards. No, I got this. You see, we're doing relationship debates tonight, okay?
Ooh.
Relationship debates. I'm gonna start off with one, honey, that I know is always a kicker.
That sounds like you about to
Okay.
start some shit, y'all.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get y'all all these comments in here. I didn't because there's some good comments up in here.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm gonna start this. A woman is receiving child support,
Mm-hmm.
but her child is well taken care of, so she uses the money to buy nice things for herself. Is that appropriate?
Nope.
Explain.
No, it's not. I'm gonna tell you what. Now, I'm not one of those people who think child support is supposed to be spent directly on the kids all the time either. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you pay the light bill with it, you pay the gas bill with it, you bought some food, put gas in your car so you can get to work, those are all things that still contribute to your child's well-being.
Right.
I just don't agree with you taking money that's meant for the child and spending it on yourself. You could put it up, put it into a savings for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't spend their money. Don't spend their money. It don't matter if they well taken care of or not.
You
What
know
about
what? Now,
that rainy day might come when y'all ain't well taken care of?
I have heard women get into a whole bunch of shit about this. You know, how dare you tell me what's the money is in my hand? You don't tell me what the fuck it is I do with the damn money.
See, that's
Hell,
some bullshit.
and I've always said that. Okay, I have always said, listen, sweetie, here is where this is. Because anytime, and especially when I got one of them bitches that want to take the money, and every time I see my kids,
They don't look like no money been spent on them.
every time I see it, I'm not saying you didn't spend, but goddamn it, every time I see them, their hair ain't done. They ain't got nothing new on. They in the same shit that you set up there, brought them over here with me. You know, it's
But
the
you
same
fly
shit.
in a motherfucker.
But you always sharp, man. Why is it that you got the latest motherfucking cell phone? See, let me tell y'all something.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I told y'all this is gonna be one of them.
Yes,
Let
come
me tell
on.
y'all something. I get real in my damn feelings, and I try not to judge, so I don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't say nothing. I don't condone it, and I don't co-sign it neither. But bitch, what the fuck is you doing with a $700,000, $800,000 motherfucking phone? And every time I turn around, your hair is done, your nails are done. But these damn kids looking all sick and sloppy.
You
Okay?
already know that's a sore spot for me.
Why is it that you say you on child support or whatever, but I give you the money, but every time I'm turning around, you calling me talking about, oh, we got to get the kids some uniforms. Oh, the kids need new shoes. Oh, the kid, bitch, didn't I pay you already?
Exactly. Now
What the hell?
I can see when it's around that time when it's extra stuff is due. And you
Yeah.
say, hey, the holidays coming up, birthday coming up, whatever it is, right? That's different because it's not the everyday thing. However, when you're being careless with the money now, and I could be totally honest because this has actually happened yesterday.
Wow.
So, my son, y'all, I tell y'all, my youngest, he's a pain in the ass and he's locked up. Jamal has money waiting for him when he comes home from an accident case, right? So I was telling him, I think it's real selfish of your ass to leave money at your lawyers while we out here sacrificing to put money on your books. No, not me. I'm not sacrificing shit. I told him you get $20 a week from me. Either you want it on your phone, you want it on your books. That's all I'm giving you. It's not that it's all I have. That's all I'm giving you because you've been doing dumb shit. But when your kids need something, I will sacrifice. Last
Right.
time I went home, right?
Right.
Live it. go to pick my son's kids up from daycare. They looked a motherfucking mess. Clothes too small. They looked like they was dirty. Hair matted to their motherfucking head. But yet and still, what was that? Not even a week later, Meech?
Right. Right.
Mama at a motherfucking Eagles game, which she loudly and proudly let us know the seats were $1,200. Now you're telling me somebody treated you to this. Somebody treated you to a $1,200 seat. Bitch, ain't none of your girlfriends treating you to no $1,200 seat. Because if they was, you would be able to say, dang, I wish I could go. But I can't. My kids, blah, 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 blah. A couple months ago, when he first went to Miami. Oh, my girlfriend had already paid for the trip. First of all, bitch, you fucking somebody else, which I really don't give a fuck, because then you can leave my son alone. That's first. But my thing, I had them on the three-way, and I was telling Molly how I felt about him being selfish, hold his money at the lawyer, and I was telling her they got a new dog. Mammy here and there's right. She got a new dog. A dog is another expense. Wasn't you just crying to me, telling me what the kids need? And then I just go buy 2 brand new Carter's. Remember, Carter's a good brand.
Right.
Winter coats for your kids. And my daughter flew them back home. This was what had pissed me off. I said, you told me it was getting cold in Philly and they really needed those jackets. She said, they do. I said, well, then how come Keisha bought them jackets up there last week? You still ain't went to Brian house to get them. Because you wasn't home when she wanted to bring them to you. Talking about you was doing it overnight. You's a lie. So, honey, Miss Thing got big and bad. Yes, she did. Tried to read me. I take care of my kids. You, they grandmother, you supposed to do. Boop, let me stop you right the fuck there, bitch. I raised my motherfucking kids and I took care of my kids and I didn't get no help from nobody. So what I do as a grandmother, when I want to do it, is what I want to do. I'm not obligated to do shit.
Exactly.
But when you tell me that you don't have this and you don't have that, they need pull-ups. They need this. They need it. And I sacrifice and send you money. And then you turn around and tell me you just got a brand new dog. Not no fucking German Shepherd, not King and them that we had when we was kids. Bitch, these dogs cost $2,500 a piece. I know. I had the little Westie. He was motherfucking $2,000 damn near. But so you coming at me telling me you can raise your kids. I said, okay. You can. And I need you to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. And take it however you want. But you can keep that same energy. I said, because let me explain something to you. This is what the girl tried to read and say, y'all. Well, you couldn't have been too perfect because when Jamal was in the 8th grade, he was coming to school smelling like piss. I said, first of all, if Jamal ever came to school smelling like piss in the 8th grade, that wasn't on me. That's his goddamn ass. By the time you're in the 8th grade, bitch, you know how to wash your own ass.
Right.
And second of all, even if that was true, you still chose to have babies with him. You tried to blame a baby on him and then got pregnant by him after the baby you lied about. Bitch, don't play with me. I said, and furthermore, bitch, he didn't go to school where you went to school at in the 8th grade. We didn't even live in Pottstown no more. You get the fuck out of here and use a hoe. So whoever you was fucking that smelled like piss back then, it wasn't Jamal.
Did you say use a hoe?
Yes.
Use a hoe.
Hey, but
okay,
use
a hoe. Okay, and use a heathen, and use a hoe, and use another goddamn heathen.
Period.
Okay.
And who gonna check me? Look, and who gonna check me, boo? Because I wish you tried.
Okay, right. What you say? Okay, she tried it for real, right?
Yeah. But
Here's
you
where
were struggling with 4 motherfucking babies, and 3 of them in goddamn Pampers right now, and they ain't got no help. What you say? Mother made you, mother had you, motherfuck you, bitch. I'm not your mammy. I don't give a flying fuck.
And see, you know what? This is where this is. Because oftentimes folks feel as though, see, I get upset when women feel as though they could use the child as pawn pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and dangle the child in front of you and say, "Oh, I need some money. Oh, I need this. Oh, you can't see your kids because uh because you didn't give me no money, blah 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 blah." But yet at the same time, you want to flaunt the other man all in my face or all of it around everybody
Right.
else's face to
Because
say
what
how
about
much
when they
money
just
he
don't have the
got.
money, Mitch?
Huh?
What about when the man just don't have the money?
But wait a minute, that's what I'm getting to. But because how about this? The dude that got the money ain't bought nothing for your motherfucking kids. He bought for you.
Right.
He didn't do nothing. Listen,
And
your
probably
kids
don't
didn't
give
go
two
get their
flying
goddamn
fucks
hair
about your
done.
kids. All he wanted some ass from you.
You know? And then the little trinket toys that he buy is to sit down there to get your pussy clapping so that you can sit there
That's
and say,
all.
"Oh," you
And
know.
then you talking shit today. Motherfucker, you ain't shit. You ain't that. He had to do this and he had to do that. Okay.
I just have a problem
Thanks.
with all of those children who feel as though that you're supposed to do it, okay? Or the money is there, and because you in between pay periods and carrying on, because what it does is you're setting it up as if you're still in the relationship with them.
Right.
You know
Like
what
they
I'm
not
saying?
supposed to live. They're not
And
supposed to live.
they're not supposed to live, but you supposed to get all the money, and you supposed to this, and you supposed to that. And then when it all comes down to it, you still want to hold the kids hostage, or
I ain't never understood that.
I do. I get it. I get it because what it is pain that something failed and you don't know how to recover from it. And
Yeah.
instead of
But then
cutting your ties,
but the kids are getting hurt. You ain't
exactly,
hurt nobody but the damn kids.
exactly. And we don't. And it's easy to say kids are resilient, but what ends up happening in the long run is that these are the behaviors that you teach your children on how to deal with relationships. How girls see mothers acting like that and
Mm-hmm.
expect that to be normal behavior to treat a man.
Yep. Or
Boys
they
see
grow
their
up.
mothers act like that and think that, oh, okay, I'm supposed to let a girl walk over me and carry on because I won't be shit if I don't.
Or
You know
they
what I'm
grow
saying?
up and they find out the truth and then they wind up resenting your ass for doing the dumb shit, making
Yeah,
them resent their father when they was little because they
exactly,
ain't know no damn better. Now they hate your dumb ass.
exactly. And
Because
that there
remember
that
what I always say, I can't stand Brian ass most of the time. But my relationship with Brian, y'all know it ain't no damn lie. It ain't, listen, most of the time he's on the block list, you know, because he says dumb shit. But my relationship with Brian was not my kids' relationship with Brian because they didn't have nothing to do with it.
right.
I never talk bad about him, and I damn sure ain't never keep him from him. I wasn't gonna do that, motherfucker. I needed a break every now and then, so I'm not
Okay.
keeping nobody from nobody. Okay. When I finally got to the point where I needed to put Brian on child support, um, I literally only asked Brian. I think it was like $400. I said all I wanted was enough, like $100 a child, right?
Right.
I went down there and I told the people we had the little conference. You know, they do the little conference thing with y'all. I said, listen, I make good money. I pay my bills and I take care of my kids. I just want it to be enough money to, if my kids want to do something extra during the
Right.
month,
Right.
I just want to make sure I have the money. I said, because I don't have no problem with being broke after all my bills is paid and my kids is taken care of and food is in my refrigerator.
Exactly.
I don't have no problem with that. That lady looked at Brian and said, you know, I can give her 4 times what she asking for, right?
Wow.
Because of what he made. Because of
Wow.
what he made. I said, I'm not trying to take nobody under. I remember saying them exact words. I'm not trying to take nobody under. He got to live too. I'm just saying, I feel really pissed off that I got to even come down here and ask for this
Right. Right.
because he was
Right.
in whatever mindset he was in at the time. But I don't like when women take advantage of that thing. I don't care. Like, if you feel like, all right, like if you, like you said on the card, kids are well taken care of, right? So how about some stuff you don't spend of yours on the kids so
Right.
that when their money comes in,
I'm
you
in it
spend
for
their
them.
money on them.
Exactly. Right.
That's
How
all.
about that?
Spend your paycheck and shit on your hair and your nails and stuff. Because when it seems like situations like that where you're just trying to be spiteful to that man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I took your money and I went and bought a $500 weave and a $200 purse.
Okay.
37. I can't.
Okay.
I'm not the mother, Tim.
Wait a minute. No, because that's true. I know when I worked at Southwest Detroit Hospital,
Mhm.
I was security supervisor for the afternoon shift, and I come through the lobby. It was this young girl, and she had this baby on her chest, right, just playing with the baby. And I said to her, I said, "Oh, is that your little brother or sister?" She said, "No, this is my baby." Y'all know I ain't got no poker face. And I was trying to keep all of that together, but I was 18. I was 18 at the time, and I was trying to keep. I was trying to hold all that. Oh Jesus, I was trying to hold it. Oh, I was trying to hold it because I knew. And see, y'all have to understand something. At 18, y'all think I don't have a filter now, and I really do. At 18, I didn't have this fucking filter. Okay, so I had to catch it. Okay, but it came out anyway. Because I was like, "Baby, how old are you?" And she was just 11 years old. Oh,
That means somebody was taking
11.
advantage of that baby.
And that's where the hurt was. And then you are 11 years old with a child.
With a damn baby. You still should be outside playing jump rope and hopscotch.
Baby. And I'm sitting up
Because
there
I know I
looking
was
like
young as hell when I had Timmy, and
a filter my ass. Oh,
he's saying if you think he ain't got one now.
right. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Because back at that particular time, honey, this is right before we started getting real gun habit. Everybody started shooting everybody, and I started to tailor my conversation because I was like, child, these folks will shoot me before they talk with me, you know. So I said, let me just pick my battles, you know.
And you know what? Let's put something else on that too, because I had my kids young. Timmy, I was 16, about to turn 17, right? But I wasn't never a young girl, if that makes any sense.
Right. I got
From the moment my son came out my ass, he was my priority. School, work, Timmy. That was it. School, work, Timmy. I didn't leave my baby nowhere. I wasn't trying to go no parties. I wasn't trying to run the street. It was about me going to school. My son is born December 14th, you guys. You didn't have December 14th. So I literally only miss a week and a half of school. Because on January the 2nd, when we went back to school, my ass was in that classroom.
How about that? Okay.
And my kids have always been my priority. I've always been that one. Nope, y'all can't go nowhere. You tell them to ask their mom, can they spend the night over here? They ain't going nowhere. I don't know what the fuck they do over there. I know over here, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't run the street. Then come over here, I don't know what they mom and them do. My kids have always been my first priority, and that was one of those things growing up, feeling like my mom put everything else before being there for us. So that was one of those things that went into my head that wasn't going to happen. My kids were going to be my first priority.
Okay.
So, and I know there are a lot of women who are like that, but baby,
okay,
there's more of us that don't act like that.
Okay, how about that? Let's go here. After dating your significant other for a year, you found out they've had a child they've never told you about. What happens next?
Oh, I had that happen to me.
So what age are we answering this question at?
Oh, honey. I guess it's any age. And then I'm going to add a caveat to it. I'm going to take this across the board and say not just your significant other, but what about those who you bring into your inner circle? Those platonic relationships. You know,
deep secrets.
Well, you sitting up here thinking that okay, they'll called you best friend. They done said that you done brought them into your circle. Now all of a sudden you like, bitch, what the fuck? And you talking about a year, 365 whole days done went by.
And you ain't told us nothing about your child.
You ain't said shit about no damn kid. Okay, what happens next? Let me start.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, what you said, you don't have a relationship. How about
Period. There you go.
Okay. What you said, did they have the child within the year? That's a good question, but it says here that you found out that they had a child that they never told you about.
So that means the child was already around.
The child was already there. You've been dating for a year, And then after this particular year, and then you now all of a sudden it's discovered that they have a child that they never told you about within that year.
Yeah, because it's one thing not meeting a child, but it's a whole nother motherfucking thing about not even knowing they have one.
Okay. If you
I
don't mention
already got
a child,
trust
I
issues.
need to look at you sideways. Exactly. Let me tell you something.
Because what you hiding it for?
This is what happened. And now I was in a friendship, with someone, and you keep telling me now he told me he had children.
Mm.
But what it was that I felt offended by was that you called me your best friend. Okay. You said I'm your best friend. And I have yet to meet your children. The ones that you say are the apple of your eye. The ones that you say is your everything. This is your pride and joy. You come as a package motherfucking deal. I have yet to meet your kids, but the trick that you was fucking got
I
to
know you lying.
talk to your daughter over a telephone.
I know you lying.
Do you hear what I say? Now let me add some context here. Okay. Not content, context.
Make it make sense
Okay.
to me, baby. Make it make
Okay.
sense.
Uh uh Joyno, and he's passed on now. Joyno and I were friends, and at this particular point, I'm gonna say we were going into year 4, maybe, of our friendship. And I always known because he was another one of those children who was early. He had his first child at 12 and 13.
Whoa, whoa.
Right. So here you are, 43 years old with a 30-year-old child. Okay. Who went to school to be a doctor and this, that, and the other. Blah. So you're proud. This girl is the accomplishments.
Beat the odds.
So I'm like, okay. But you say that you didn't want to bring your children around because you didn't want gay influences around your children. So they never met your partners whenever you had a partner and this, that, and that. Okay. All right.
So you're not just lying to me, you lying to yourself.
Do you understand what I'm trying to told you? You understand what I'm trying to told you, honey?
Yeah,
Okay.
you still might as well be in the class. Because you
I
is.
say, well, wait a minute. Okay. Now, let me add this because he was the biggest hoe on this side of creation. So you got a partner, bitch, but you still fucking everything, honey, that's up there winked at you and went and slid into a back room some motherfucking where. So you
But
the
you scared
hoe.
to tell your kids?
And then, you say I'm your best friend, okay? I'm sitting here trying to understand who the children are and how they, and Karen, I'm trying to, understand what that was for you as a young father.
Right.
I'm trying to
Trying to
get
be your friend.
in
Trying to be
all
your
of
friend.
that. And you tell me that you did not want to expose your children to other gay folks and everything. They were coming to on their own because, life is life and they go to school, blah, blah, blah. But you didn't want to be the one to understand, to introduce them to it. But yet you call me your best friend.
First of all, that logic don't even make no sense because as the parent, you got firsthand knowledge of what this is. Right?
Right,
That's like back in the day when old people ain't want to tell nobody about sex. Or you
right,
find out in the street. You have the firsthand knowledge to be able to give your children the real information
right.
about what this is and who you are. But you say you're letting them come into it on their own. What do you mean?
Child, that's what it was. And I was okay with it. I was upset about it, but okay, I can't tell you how to raise your children, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
But baby, when the trick, okay, this little boy that you call yourself, I'm not gonna say relationship because they wasn't in a relationship. Y'all
Oh,
was sex buddies.
oh,
Okay, got to sit down and held court with your daughter.
Yeah, I don't
And your
understand.
excuse to me was he just happened to have been here when she called.
So,
And how did he end up having a whole conversation?
right.
And yet he's a fuck buddy. You told me that you're trying to keep these kind of influences away from your children. So how does a fuck buddy trump best friend to get to know your child? Yeah, was I in my feelings? Yeah. Am I wrong
And
about it?
at
That's
this point, I
debatable.
can say rightfully so. If you are calling me best friend,
Yes.
how is it a motherfucker that you just fucking get to be able to speak with your daughter and not me? You embarrassed of me?
And then you called to tell me about it. Yeah. Uh-huh. That part. And then get upset because I'm in my feelings. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? You say these are your prized possessions, and you trusted the prized possessions to the common
With
thief.
some, yeah, exactly, to the common folk, to, to the peasants. What? I don't understand. I don't understand.
It doesn't compute.
Mm-mm.
Okay. It
No.
doesn't compute. Okay. It doesn't
Yeah,
compute.
because and even no matter how you looking at it, it's like calling me gay and faggots, and I didn't want that, and didn't want the kids around me, but the kids still ended up being gay, and I haven't dealt with my family in years. Been away for home for 8 years. Wow.
Wow. That's hard to see.
Because motherfuckers keep acting like it's something you could catch. It ain't a cold, goddamn it.
You was his best friend and not vice versa.
Boom. That was it, and
Well,
there it
okay.
is.
So I was like, Lord, have mercy, honey. And so now if had that been a relationship,
I
see,
don't
and
trust you
just like my cousin said, honey, that ain't no relationship.
because
If you
there's no
can't sit down here
trust.
and tell me about your father, about your children, and we've been in this thing for a year,
A
a
year.
year. This is a completely different thing when you know you're meeting someone and carrying on, and you're not bringing them around your children because you don't know if they're
Because you don't know where the
serious or
relationship gonna go,
not. You
but
know?
you know that they're there.
Yes.
Because y'all building up to say, okay, when it get past about 6, 7 months, whatever, I might be ready to introduce you to my kids. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
And the conversation is there to where you're saying, would I have kids? No, you can't go. No, it's not time for you to meet my kids
It's
yet. Blah,
not
blah,
time
blah,
for
blah.
you to
It's
meet
not
my
time.
kids yet.
That kind of thing.
Especially if you got young kids. You got young kids, it might listen, you might be on your whole shit right then and there. So no, you can't meet my motherfucking kids because I don't know if I'm gonna even want to talk to you next week.
Exactly. So that there was that, but a relationship now, after a year's time, that there shows to me that
There's
when
no
it comes
trust.
down to important shit, you are going to withhold from me.
Yep.
I
And I
can't
can't
trust you.
trust you.
Because children. That's major.
Hmm.
Okay, that's major. And that means that your resources have been going to raise this child. The time that you've been telling me that you wasn't here, whatever, you was over there with the
Yeah,
child,
because you ain't never told
you
me when you
know,
was with the
but
child.
you ain't never
So what
told
was the
me.
secret? So that mean to me, my head gonna start wandering, honey. I done wrote a whole script in my
Exactly.
motherfucking head. Bitch, when you wasn't here, you wasn't just with your child, you was with that child mother. I done wrote a whole fucking movie, okay?
Boom. Okay, that's first date convo. Ask if they have kids, right?
Right.
Okay, and and you're right, because if we had that conversation on the first date, here it is, a whole 365 days later. Let
Mm.
me tell you. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to get in my business. I'm going to get in my business
Go ahead, go ahead.
because I had an HIV scare like that.
Oh, what? What happened?
I had an HIV scare like that. Yeah, this was what, maybe 15 years ago now, and the child come through, and he's been coming through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now when we would hook up or whatever, we sat down and had the conversation. He initiated the conversation
Okay.
and asking me about my status. I
Okay.
said, "Well, I'm negative. What about you?" He said, "I'm negative." He said, "But I do. I've had cancer before." I said, "Really?" And so that was a conversation. He had
Mm-hmm.
cancer. I knew he was a street hustler carrying on. He used to tell me how he and his father used to sit down there. They would get high together.
Whoa.
Okay. He and his father would get high together and they would fuck bitches and shit together all the time. Right.
Wow.
Now that's our conversation. Now you can't get no more personal than that.
I'm trying to tell you.
You understand me? So I'm like, okay, he showed me the scar because he had a scar like right at the beginning of the crack of his ass. They had to
Mm-hmm.
go in and do all that.
Yeah.
And so, listen, we done got real personable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm like, all right. Well, this fool said, what? I'm going to beat your ass.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
So I'm like, okay, cute.
Wait.
So then what happened? One day we had relations. And he called me. He said, hey, I left my medicine at your house. I said, oh, okay. He said, yeah, it's in the bathroom under the cabinet, under the sink.
Why you put your medicine under my sink?
Why in the hell you put the medicine here?
Right.
Well, I just didn't want, I knew where to get it because I didn't want nobody to get to it, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, well, okay. When I opened it up, it was
Oh, you see the cocktail?
Crixavan and it was Combivir.
Okay.
And those were the two earlier HIV meds.
Okay.
I was an HIV case manager at
I
the time.
remember you telling me that. So you knew exactly
And
what
I knew exactly what the drugs were. So, bitch, my heart stopped, bounced into my stomach, honey. That bounce effect you get
all up in your crawl.
in your crawl. And I said, wait a minute. So he come calling me. I mean, he was on the phone. I said, I got it. I said, wait a minute. And now he done became a motherfucker. Wait a minute, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is your name doing on these?
Exactly, because you initiated this conversation, so you could have told me.
What is and now this is like a month or so later after we done had the conversation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells me, he says, I didn't know how to tell you. I said,
You
what the fuck you
initiated it.
mean? You started the conversation. How in the hell it was okay for you to tell me that you and your daddy get high and run trains on bitches together? You and your father.
But you can't tell me this.
But you can't tell me this?
So I can keep myself safe.
This child sits up there and says, I was embarrassed.
But you wasn't embarrassed to tell me that you and your daddy fuck bitches together?
I was embarrassed.
I'm a little confused, sir.
And it took me a long time before I was able to see him.
Yeah, because you betrayed me.
I told him, I'm so calm right now to where it's scaring me. I said, because I can't see you right now because I don't know what my reaction is going to be.
Yeah, and I bet you he didn't get that it wasn't about you being positive. It was about you hiding it from me when we was already having a conversation.
Right. Because HIV is not a deal breaker for me.
Exactly.
That's not
as you know how to protect yourself.
We gonna do what we need to do and carrying on. You on your medicine longer. Don't lie to me about your regimen. If your numbers are, that's where it becomes a problem.
Right.
But it's not a deal
and if
breaker.
We together, nigga. We need to be going to the doctor together. I need to be able to go with you because I can't take it.
So it took him a while, a long while, before we were able to come and see each other again.
Yeah.
But after that point, we would just be friends because I'm like,
right.
I can't
trust your ass.
I can't trust that, and this, that, and the other. And you still out here getting high, and you still turning tricks and carrying on. No, I can't do that.
Yeah, I love me a little bit more than that, sir. I has to love me first.
So, okay, what I would have whooped his ass.
And it was about the lie because you could
ass. Okay.
It's entire ass, Vera.
Embarrassed my ass. You was lying and got caught. Okay, right.
Yes. over something
Okay.
that you didn't have to lie about because you bought the motherfucking shit up first yourself. I just said, fuck
Tell me
you.
with your mouth messaging about a carrier pigeon smoke signals. Fuck you mean. Right.
Period.
Okay.
Something. Shit.
He was trying to hide it. Okay. Come get this damn AZT. Right. Okay.
Wait, no, Ed, wait, because before you said what kind of medicine it was, I was about to say, was it AZT or something under there?
Okay.
But the ones you said, I never heard of.
Yeah, but those were the earlier beginnings of the medicines and carrying
Oh,
on. The
okay.
Combivir and Crixavan, honey. They put everybody who was HIV positive on those.
Oh,
At
okay.
that
Oh, that was
particular
before
time.
AZT?
That it was right after AZT.
Oh, right after, when they trying to figure it out.
When they were trying to figure it out, it was right after AZT.
Okay.
So Combivir and Crixavan became the shit before we started getting the one pill regimens, because then they started the cocktails became the one pill cocktail where they were mixing them and carrying on.
Okay. It's like you playing with somebody's life, and that's not
Baby,
fair.
I had to,
That's
and
not
right
fair.
at that time was when we had just got the new regulations of you had to wait 25 days before you get tested, because the 25-day period is to say that if you think you've been exposed to HIV, it takes 25 days to show up in your system.
For us to show up. Oh, my God.
And carrying on. So you got to wait 25
days for you?
Then go get the test. Then after you take the first test, you had to wait another 25 days and do a follow-up.
Oh, my God. How did you deal with that?
Girl,
that's a question.
I dealt with it the way that I usually do. And that I had to process it down quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like fighting. So a lot of times when I get mad, I have to talk, because if I let it fester, it will take root. Mm-hmm. So you will hear me bitch moan and complain about stuff because it's just on me and it doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. So I was doing a lot of that. I wasn't necessarily trying to go on the hunt to go whoop his ass, but I did tell him, if I see you, I'm not responsible for my reaction.
What the kids say now, it's on site. It's on site. I see you niggas.
Okay, on site, honey. And the sad thing is that he died maybe 6 years ago. He was killed. Yeah, he was killed and carrying on.
But he was killed. HIV ain't even kill his ass. He ain't even get no damn AIDS. See, that's what you get for playing. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that's what you get. But
okay, so that was something. But those kind of, you sitting down here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me give y'all another one. Oh, let me give you another one.
What you got?
Let me give y'all another one. And here, let me plug my book. Oh, let me plug my book, because I'm gonna tell y'all, this is how I know that my book is real. I was dating this guy. Oh, and I do miss him, right?
Look at you. Did you just go into your Billy D. Williams voice?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did you just go into that Billy D. Williams?
Okay.
You gonna let my arm fall off voice?
What the hell? Fall off. Okay, right. Okay. Come on out here and sing Them Their Eyes for me, baby.
Look, y'all heard it. Y'all know y'all heard it. Don't act like y'all ain't.
But I was dating this particular cat. Mm-hmm. We had met and we had been, I can actually say that we were dating. Okay. And it was wonderful because and it was more than just sex. I want y'all to hear that. It was more than just sex. But we actually went, I was getting tickets to go see Cirque du Soleil. I got tickets to take him to go see Alvin Ailey dancers and this, that, and I'm talking dates. Okay.
He talking Deja, because I ain't never look. He don't take nobody else to see, because I've been with him to see Alvin Ailey, honey.
Okay. So, we had one time, and then one night, the last date that we actually had, it was a full-fledged night. We had dinner. As he baked, so he baked cake. So he's always like bake me like a cake for the holidays or whatever.
Okay.
Do he have, no pun intended, he has some delicious cakes. Okay.
So
well pun intended too.
Right now.
Okay. And so this, I hadn't seen him in a while, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And I had a ticket. I had an extra ticket to go see Stephanie Mills.
Y'all know if he take you to go see Stephanie Mills, either he love you to death platonically or he really like you dating you.
Okay. Now, here's where it is. Now, though he wasn't my first choice to go with me, no, and I'm not saying it to be shady because when I found out she was coming to town, we had got the tickets because it was just a group of us saying, let's get tickets together.
Oh, let's get tickets. Okay.
Okay. So one of the children backed out.
Okay.
Right? So I had an extra ticket. And I gave him a call. I said, hey, I got this extra ticket. I know it's last minute. But I got a ticket to go see Stephanie Mills. Would you like to come? And he says to me, oh, well, thanks for thinking about me. And yeah, it is rather last minute. He said, but I can't because, yeah, I'm in town, but I'm here with my partner.
Bitch, I know you lying.
Press pause right there. Let me rewind just a second. Because I need y'all to understand why this is significant. This is significant.
I can't.
Because at this particular point, I met him at a sex party. Let's just put that out. I met him at a sex party.
That's a disclosure, yo.
Okay. Y'all know I'm transparent. I don't care. I met him at a sex party. And what made him stick out to me was that he was one of the ones who was just a spectator.
Oh, okay.
And that was his first time being in one.
Okay.
And so my friends were putting it on. So I was more so like the Julie McCoy, you know, going around making sure everybody having a good time. Hey, baby, you okay over here? You all right?
I was getting ready to say what he does at any function. He got to make sure I'll be like, sit your ass down. Let somebody else do the work.
Okay. So, and he stuck out because he was just there, right? And now, mind you, this is a big boy sex party. So everybody, you know, I like men of size and of girls, and, you know, steak daddy-ish and all that. So I'm like, okay. So he stuck out because he was so quiet. And so, you know, when I went over to him and came out, we had a wonderful conversation and we clicked. We didn't do anything.
Okay.
We clicked. And you know that tension was there and carrying on, but I didn't want to take him nowhere he didn't want to go. Okay. I said, no, it doesn't have to happen right now. If you're scared or whatever, we don't have to. I just like what I see. And that's how we started talking.
Okay.
Okay. So now, yeah, Matthew, put it up in here. I'll get to it. Put your question in here. So now here it is 5 years later. 5 years.
Whoa,
later.
Whoa.
Right. So we have established chemistry.
Right.
And you know,
and y'all was actually dating. You said
y'all wait a minute. Hold on. Let me put this disclaimer. Because though we were dating, we were not exclusive.
And that's fine.
And that's fine because this is what you do in the dating pool.
Well, you're not exclusive.
When we're not exclusive. So okay. But I thought we had some kind of rapport.
So I'm still listening.
Where, you know, I would have gotten some kind of heads up or something, you know.
Yeah, like was the partner new? Like, I just don't understand.
Yes, because this is now let me go to the next part of the conversation.
Okay.
I'm here with my partner. And I was like, partner? He said, yeah. And it's someone that you know.
We can't even write this shit no better, y'all. I swear to God.
Bitch, wait a minute. Wait. It was one of my sex toys who I was supposed to be hooking up with 2 weeks prior to this. But we didn't hook up. Okay. Dude was in town. We were supposed to hook up and it didn't happen. I was trying to hook up with date. And it didn't happen. So we talking a span of maybe 3 weeks. And then the next conversation I had, y'all got together and you using the word, this is my partner.
Wow.
Bam. Okay. So all right. So a bitch is in her. I'm trying not to get in my feelings because I'm finna go see my sister.
Mm-hmm.
But that was in McCraw a little bit.
Right, and rightfully so. That wasn't
Mm.
one because, like you said, okay, it wasn't exclusive, but we were seeing each other, so I could get a heads up that you found somebody that you want to be with. Like I could get that heads up. I don't
Okay.
understand. What you reading the question? Oh Lord, what they say?
Oh, okay. This is a troll.
Oh, the person that asked, could they ask a question?
Yeah, he's a troll, honey. He's a
Oh,
troll.
God bless his little heart. What he was
Bless
trying
his
to
heart. See,
say?
this is where you know that you're making an impact on the community because
Yes,
I just
God
want to
bless
show
your
you.
soul,
And you know
honey.
what? Because you want some attention, I'm gonna put it up here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you got a little funny.
I'm
Oh,
trying
you're
to
talking
get
about
away.
my nose and blah 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 blah
In the
blah.
habit of making excuses based on the fact my dog is vaccinated, but your view on your nose looking like a vacuum. Listen here. That's so
That-
cute. Can you go get the rest of your friends? Tell the rest of your friends about us too, okay?
right. Go ahead on and go tell everybody else. Y'all want to troll something, baby? Okay, you just ain't got shit else to do. But to act a motherfucking fool over here. Now, thank God this is not saying what I said Sunday because
Oh my
I
God.
would be in a whole different mind space right now. But at the same time,
Does the
honey,
person
this
have a picture?
no, they never do.
Do
The
we know
trolls
if
never
they are
do.
as Matthew? Are you black like us or you Caucasian? What's going on?
It really doesn't matter because
Because no, the reason why I'm saying this is because if you look like us and that's the best you could come up with, then I can tell you, sweetheart, that you hate yourself.
right, right,
And you can go
okay,
fuck yourself pretty much. It's not I said what I said Sunday, but I said what the fuck I said.
okay.
How you doing?
Okay, so at this particular point, honey, you wanted a little bit of attention.
And you got it.
And you
Yay.
got it. Yay for you. Yay for you. My African American nose, at one point in time, I thought I was going to get a nose job. I actually thought about rhinoplasty. But
Why?
it's because it doesn't photograph well. It is rather.
But
Okay,
it's still you. It's a part
it's
of you.
rather. However, I won't do it because then I would lose me. You know.
That's why I say it's a part of you. People used to tease me about my nose pointy and all of this. You got white people know. Whatever the fuck.
Whatever.
So
So why does my nose look like a vacuum, darling? Because I could smell you, honey. I could smell you coming, honey, from a mile away. And
mhm.
your brand of bullshit. Ha!
Period.
There we
Poo.
go. So now, I'm gonna put you in timeout. I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put you in timeout, and they say, yeah. Okay.
We don't need to block you. Come on. The more views, the
Okay.
merrier, honey.
That's lovely. But now let me continue on.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, because I'm still trying to get over this.
So now, I'm festering and carrying on. I went to the concert. Yada 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 bada bada boom, yakety smackety, this, that, another. In fact,
Hmm.
that was the concert. She was here at Wolf Creek
Hmm.
that year. And that was the year that I went to her hotel room. So okay,
Oh, okay.
that was everything for me, right?
I bet.
Everything for me. So then that Monday, he calls me that Monday.
Hmm.
He gave me a couple of days, he says. And yeah, okay. So we get on the phone and we're talking and blah blah blah. And I was telling him, I was like, well, I thought we were better than that. We had
Hmm.
established a rapport where you could actually come through and we could talk about some things. I said, am I upset about it? No, I'm not upset about that. I just thought that this would have been handled better. When he springs back about, me waiting to the last minute, giving him the ticket, blah, blah, blah. So we're having this little tit for tat kind of thing going on for a minute. Then he springs out. Um, uh, um,
Yeah, because I need to hear this. He
he
sprung out
springs
with.
out and says, well, you know what? I've always wanted a partner. And you knew that. I said, yeah, but you never told me that you were considering me to be a partner. We never talked about that conversation of taking this a step further. You never
Right.
said that to me. What you said was, I'm ready to partner. I said, well, I said, if it happens, it's going to happen for me organically. I'm not going to press it. As it will happen organically.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, okay, cutesy, cutesy, cutesy. Well, sugar, uh, he then says to me, that I never had no time for him. Every time he came over to my house, there was always somebody here and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, my son lives with me, blah, 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 blah. You know this, okay? Well, then he says, well, I have to tell you something. After reading your book, I want to thank you because your book has given me the power that I need to stand up in my truth.
Oh,
I
all
said,
right.
really? He said, yes, and I want to thank you because I've never been able to do this. And because of your book, I am now empowered to stand up in my truth and say that I have been HIV positive for the last 20 years. Wait.
Because you know what? I'm about, you know what?
Okay. So I was like, what? What? And I said, wait. You've been positive for the last 20 years? Why is this the first time that I'm hearing this and we've been fucking for 5?
It's the playing with my life shit for me. Like,
and I said, what?
wait, do that again. You said what?
What? So I'm sitting up here, I'm trying to brew and brew. But what else do I do? Because that's a fabulous testimonial for the fucking book.
Right, but nigga, don't try to play with me with my goddamn book. Don't play with me with my book.
It wasn't Revelations. It was the first book.
It was the first one, wasn't it?
It was Awakenings, Epiphanies along a spiritual journey.
Spiritual journey. So he
Yeah.
woke up and had an epiphany.
He had an epiphany. And it gave him the power to stand in his truth. And I said, well, look at here, Jesus. Okay.
Come on, Father.
Okay. You need my book. You can go get my books on my website, baby.
Sure can. They beautiful too.
Yeah, you go get them on my website, www.dishingtea.com.
The holidays is coming up. Go on and order some books for you and your loved ones. They are amazing, but I'm not just saying that because he is my best friend. I'm not just saying that because he's my best friend, but I use his books when I do teachings and when I do groups for women, empower. She won't come and bring this damn kitten in here until she keep getting in my shot. Well, because she want to be in the goddamn video. Stop trying to leave out. I'm always getting put on kitten babysitting duties. But the books, you guys, because I know like when you might hear from him and that's his book and you might think he toot his own horn. The books are very amazing and they will help you if you can get out of them what is in them.
Exactly.
Because you got to be at a point where you can receive the things that are in there. And when
even
you
if
do,
you
baby,
don't, even if you don't, what they are inspired to do is to create conversation. Because you don't have to agree with what I wrote.
Right.
You
Oh,
know,
you don't have
it's there to inspire conversation.
Exactly.
You know.
And I'm telling you, when you in the right headspace and receive it in the right headspace, maybe it change your whole damn atmosphere and change your whole world.
Okay.
I'm trying to told y'all
Okay, we need another play, please. I'm working on the second play. It's called The Rules of Sisterhood. I'm working on it. Okay. So yeah, so after that, we had all this and he apologized for not telling me and carrying on. So that's another scare. So now I got the whole 25-day thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do all that again. And so that there was that. Now here's the
Come on,
Gaga.
Wally.
The Gaga is he was on my mind and I decided to give him a call.
Uh-huh.
And I called and I was like, hey, how you doing? Hi.
That's what you got?
I was like, oh. I said, well, how's your day? Fine.
Like you ain't just play with my shit.
Oh.
My whole damn 5
Okay.
years or however long it was.
So I said, well, I said, well, I didn't want nothing, I said, well, you sound like you're preoccupied. He says, well, no, I'm not preoccupied. I just don't know why you called.
Oh.
And I said, well, like I said, you were on my mind, and I just wanted to give you a call and to say, hey, well, you called, so thank you.
Oh.
And that's
Did
when I
you
put my ass
try?
on my shoulders, because it was right then
Cause
that I
baby, you ain't
cussed
tried.
his
You more than that I
motherfucking
tried you.
ass out. I was like, motherfucker, wait a minute. Are you really serious at this point? You got nerve to have a motherfucking attitude about what? And you done just played with my motherfucking life after telling me what? And you got an attitude? I'll tell you what, I wish that the next dick that go up in you or you surrounded with is a broke motherfucker, bitch. And it's laced with motherfucking glass and razor blades. So every time you think you getting fucked, bitch, it cuts your motherfucking ass up. Now, ain't
I
that a
told y'all
motherfucking bitch? You gonna sit
by
down
the
here
elders.
and
By
get
the
mad at
old
me
honey.
because I got you on my mind. Shit, I'm like, damn, shit, we did have fun or whatever. I just
Yeah, let
hate
me
that this
just check on you.
nigga.
I can't fuck.
Nigga. Okay. That don't make no motherfucking sense. And since then, he blocked me on Facebook or whatever. And I realized that I was like, did he block me? And how I discovered it was because I had went and I looked him up on somebody else's page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think when you got
Under
somebody
somebody
blocked,
else's account.
if you block them or they block you, you can't even search their name. Like their
No, they
thing
don't
won't
come up at
up.
all. Yeah.
Because I know I was trying to look at somebody that I had blocked before. I just wanted to see what was going on their page, and it wouldn't come up. And then I
Yeah.
had to
They
unblock. I
it's nothing.
unblocked them, and then it let me.
And yeah, I went on somebody else's page because he blocked me. So I went on somebody else's page and went to go look his name up. And he came right the fuck up. I said, oh, he did block me.
Oh.
Okay, well, you know what? God bless and keep you, because
Okay.
and so much so to where folks who knew him through me, like they want I can and I'm gonna tell you. Let me show you how God is, because I keep business cards or whatever, right?
Right.
Do you know I can't find not now one of his cards?
Oh.
I can't
Because
find
it
now
wasn't
one of his
meant for
damn
you to.
cards because I was going to ask him about cakes or whatever. And my son wanted to order a cake, and he said, "There told my son, oh, I don't bake cakes anymore." Okay, he sure did. Told my son, I don't bake cakes no more, honey. Okay, and he don't.
Listen.
I said,
Mother made you, mother had you, mother fuck you. Sorry. Not
so
sorry.
yeah, that there is the do I
That's the
diddy.
audacity for me.
Hello. And the
Your
thing of it is, you
total
know what?
audacity.
Listen, I always told him, if y'all know gospel music, honey, he reminded me of a very and wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Rance Allen, the gospel singer Rance Allen, was always an attractive man, honey. His body was he just had all that wide ass, honey, that he just didn't know what to do with.
Oh, which one is that? That the light skinned old man?
Yeah, with the gray
The one with
hair.
the silver gray. Ooh.
Yes. Okay.
He passed away, right?
Yeah, he just passed a couple years ago.
Yeah.
and my friend, honey, I always called him Rance because he looked like a very handsome version of Rance, which is saying a lot.
Mm.
Okay, saying a lot. He had that same silver kind of hair and carried on. He was a very, very handsome man, honey. And I was like, damn. So and it gets to me again, learning how to celebrate the healing and carrying on when it's right there in your face. And like I said, I was not knowing that he was wanting to partner with me. He never said that he wanted to partner with me. Okay, oh, let's take this to the next level. We were dating.
Right.
Okay. And yet you blamed me because of whatever. And I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Okay, this is ridiculous.
So let me ask you a question, Meech.
Uh-huh.
Because you've had these scares, like now when you meet up with somebody, whether it's just going to be or if it's going to be a little bit more, is that the first conversation you have now?
What?
What's your status?
Oh, that has always been a conversation piece. With him, we never went there with the status conversation,
right?
Because we didn't start off having sex or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though
But
we met at the
that's what
sex
I'm saying,
party, and that's the irony.
Like the second scare for you. So do
yeah.
you lead with that now?
Oh God, yes, honey. Listen, that there is in all of my profiles or whatever. God, I tell folks, being HIV positive, honey, is not a deal breaker for me. But what's going to be the deal breaker is if you lie to me.
Keep it from me. Yep.
If you lie to me, okay. What you say? You knew better than that means no. Fuck all of what I knew better than shit. I didn't do it. Nah, that's what it is. Shit. Okay. Fuck all that. Hell, at the time I just didn't do it, and then as it became that way, also too. Let me stress this. I felt more safe because in the beginning of our playtime, honey, we didn't have a lot of penetrative sex. Okay. So in that we were safe in a lot of different ways because
right.
You know what I'm saying? So the idea of all of that was not so prevalent for me.
It wasn't as
and it wasn't as a thriving conversation because I knew we were more safe than usual because we wasn't having penetrative sex.
I was going to say intimate, but not always
exactly sex. Okay. So that there was the T. And so now moving forward, whatever I do with other people, whatever, I make sure that, the status question comes up or whatever. And then that's the other thing that we have to do as human beings. We have to now stop being embarrassed about having these kind of conversations. A lot of folks, they scared to ask, or they a lot of folks don't want to be rejected. This is your life. And straight men, honey, now you got to ask, are you biological or trans? Now that's a question that I know a lot of folks never thought they would have to ask.
Right.
But nowadays,
remember, I never thought I would have to ask no question like that. But after I seen that man on TikTok, he was fine as hell.
Oh,
and he was not born that way.
Yeah.
I was like, well, damn.
Yeah. He's gorgeous. That trans man is fucking gorgeous. Okay. Gorgeous.
I'm like, shh.
Okay. But these are the kinds of questions that we have to get used to putting into our vocabulary. Just like we got all these goddamn terms. You got cis and non-binary. We got all these other terms. We now got to add these questions into the
non-binary one is still messing with me a little bit because, okay, so the ones that I've learned about, it's like their pronouns are they, their. Because it's one of those things where they're not identifying what either or.
Right.
My question becomes, are you not identifying with either or are you just saying you just love what you love?
Well,
because that seems a little bit, I'm not sure, because to me that just almost seems like bisexual. If you just whoever.
But no. Gender identity has nothing to do with sexual attraction.
Okay, so they just don't feel like they should have to use a gender.
Right.
Is that the cut and dry of
Gender,
it?
not okay. Let me break it down and take it back to our time.
Okay.
When we saw the androgynous children,
Yeah, like Boy George and them.
Boy George and all of them, honey. Okay, you may have been born one way, honey. You expressed yourself this way, and remember how we kept saying, "Well, hell, we don't know what to call you because today you're just like a boy. Tomorrow you're just like a girl.
Right.
Just a motherfucking day. You had
Okay.
long hair today. Then you cut it all bald. Well, I don't know what
Right.
the fuck to call you.
Okay.
You know." So and now a lot of the binary children,
Mhm.
they are not conforming to any of the man-made gender roles.
Gender roles. Okay.
Okay, what gender is supposed to
So
be
it's like however I feel today is how
is
I
what
feel
it
today.
is. Exactly.
Cool.
Okay, don't
Cool.
call me
Cool.
he or she or whatever. I'm they. Okay, I'm they, them. Yeah, I'm because
That's why I say, like, if somebody tell me they non-binary, I'm just please just tell me your name, because I don't want to fuck your pronoun up.
right. Okay.
Just tell me your name so I could just call you your name.
And then here's where it is too. And now one of the things is this. We say it all the time, honey. When we're in third person, we always use the royal. Well, we are not in muse and we are not in present.
Yes.
Okay, we do that all the time,
Right.
trying to be grand. But
Right.
now that it has become a way of life to where folks are going, with a child, they just don't know what they want.
They don't
You
know.
know, so you're talking to them in the
I don't know who
plural.
they is today.
I don't know who they are. Okay, you're talking to them in the plural instead of the singular. You're
Right. And
talking
that's
to
the
them in the
weird.
plural.
That's the weird thing for me. That's why I said,
Yeah,
please, if listen, y'all know I, Nikki, do not discriminate against anybody. So if you are non-binary, I am telling you, I don't want to fuck up your pronoun. Please tell me your name. I just want to call your name, okay?
right.
Even
Okay,
if your damn name gonna change that day. If you want to be Cecil B. Moore, Candy, Alexiana, whatever the hell, whoever, and you change it tomorrow, just tell me, I Nikki today, my name is, I got you.
starfish. Okay,
Okay? Listen,
and tomorrow is gonna be damn shark.
okay,
Okay,
it's fine. Just tell me ahead of time. Let's lead that with the conversation. That's
so,
all.
but I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna say this. Um, I read this somewhere, bitch, and I flipped. Somebody put on social media said they say God is non-binary, honey.
Well, that's the truth.
Baby, when I say hard, I learned your pronouns like that.
Come on.
God is non-binary, honey. I
And
said,
baby, it ain't never been
woo!
more true a word spoken.
Now,
Because
how
God
about
is
that?
everything.
Okay, y'all don't understand what non-binary is, honey. God is non-binary, non-gender conforming, honey.
He is non-gender conforming.
How about that?
Because when I look in the mirror, God, I have to see me because I was made in God's image. When Meech looks in the mirror, Meech sees himself because Meech was made in God's image.
Understand, understand, overstand, understand.
Ah, yes.
Okay, on that. So listen, children. This here wasn't info. I had a couple other cars, but we don't. We are at a 3-hour show right now, and
Because we had to keep my baby
I
smiling
got
over there
to
for the
finish getting
second.
packed,
Me
and
too.
I got to get ready. Detroit, I'm coming home.
Detroit, I'll be there in a day or two. I'm coming too.
So
So show your girl some love.
we finna go to make this happen, and again, we're celebrating healing. Let me shout out my sister friend, Miss Valerie Spencer, because Valerie texted me last night. I was at work, and she texted me. She said, "You good?" And I said, "Honey, I'm just gonna do what I'm just gonna yield to the omniverse. Let the omniverse do what it's gonna do."
Amen.
And that's what she said. She said, "We're here to celebrate healing, not judge the package that's coming in."
And so
And
shall
when
it
she
be.
said that, baby, that rocked my soul, and it cradled me, and it helped me to know that I was in the right space when I said, and I continue to say, that whatever happens is going to happen, honey. Now, either my mother is coming home with us, or she's going home. Okay. And in that, that there is my comfort. It doesn't remove the pain. It doesn't remove my sorrow. It's not gonna take away my tears. But um it's going to usher in my process of getting through this particular aspect of grieving and carrying on. And I do know that somehow, some way, that Demetrius is going to need a complete and utter purge. I'm going to need a whole year to purge because, like I said, I have not dealt with a lot of the loss that I've had because I hit the surface and then I let it suppress because I'm like, okay, we got to keep moving.
I was getting ready to say, and then other things keep happening.
And
while we being there for everybody else, suppressing what's going on. That's why, as soon as you said what you said, I said, because all I thought about was,
yeah,
we can't. It's so hard for us right now, and that's why I said we going on some trips.
okay, okay.
We're
What
just
you
gonna do
say,
both
baby?
grounds in the
You don't
sand.
have to move my mountain, but give me the strength to climb. All right,
Hey,
honey. Now that's
hey.
that. Now you know what? That's old school. But let me introduce you to something, sweetie. God ain't got to move it, honey, because I can.
Woo,
Okay, God gave me the power. See, this is the
to
part that
move
children
those mountains
forget.
right on out my way, honey. It will
Listen,
turn into a
the
molehill.
power is, and this is so important that a lot of the children don't get when they want to use their Christian education and their traditional education. And that there is, Jesus said, I gave you the power to do that greater than me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if Jesus was already the miracle worker, honey, I don't need Jesus to move it, honey. I'ma move it.
He gave it to you.
He gave it to me, the power to do it. We're joint heirs at this thing, honey. Okay, we're joint heirs. So no, don't give me this. Don't no, you ain't got to move it, Lord. Thank you. I got this. Hold up, Jesus. I got it.
Right.
Thanks. Okay. But long as you tapped into the source, though, see, you can't move it blindly.
Oh, yes.
You
Yes,
can't move it
yes.
blindly, and you got to sit down there. And this is not to say that you're getting in God's way. Okay, because oftentimes pride will sit up there, we get in and let that get in the way. But when you in sync with what
I
your
was going to say,
spirit
you just
is,
said when you
and
tap
when
into what was given to you,
yes,
that's the power that you have to move whatever out your
and
way.
that's what it is, honey. That's what it is. That's what it is. So no, okay, Lord, don't move it. You ain't got to, because you told me that I can. And if I'm standing on your word, then me standing on that is my exercise in faith. And me telling that motherfucker to crumble by the wayside and be gone.
Bam.
Ha. Okay, be gone. You have no power here. How?
And
Okay.
so shall it be.
And
And
that
let
there is what
everybody
we stand
say,
on.
ah,
That's what we stand on today. And yeah, so we're gonna go home. I've got to usher my sisters in because my sisters are really falling apart. And I'm expecting that because they're girls. They're girl, and I know that sounds sexist, but they are girls, and they've been in the house with my mother. My mother said, my kids don't live with me, I live with them. Because, they didn't want to let mama go anywhere else or whatever. Then they started having kids, so they wanted mama there to help them with the kids and all that. And yeah. And then my mama wanted the east wing of the house. And I didn't get it yet. My mama wanted the east wing, and I was working on it. Mama, I was working on it.
that's all right. You're gonna
I ain't gonna do
still
that.
get
I ain't
it.
gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to myself. I ain't
You
gonna do
know
that
what?
to myself.
You're gonna
Not to
still it's
myself.
gonna still happen, and it's
Ah,
still gonna be hers. You
okay.
understand? Don't do that. Don't you do that. It's still gonna happen. It's still gonna be hers.
Uh, She wanted
This
the
is
East
the Miss
Wing, honey.
Essie Lorraine wing. Thank you. Please act
Right.
accordingly or get knocked the fuck out in here.
So that there is that. So let me let you guys go, honey.
We love
To the troll,
y'all.
honey. To the troll. To the troll. To the troll. Thank you for trolling, honey. We
Yes,
just not
tell
gonna
all
put
your
up with your
troll friends,
bullshit.
honey.
Okay. We just not gonna
Tell
put
all
up
your
with your
troll
bullshit.
friends. Y'all heard my brother say in the beginning his Cash App is up there. If you feel it on your heart, please send whatever you can. It will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, because I got to go home and I don't know how long I'm going to be there, and I gotta be there, and I gotta take care of this, and my funds are not at the place where I could do both at the same time.
I'm about to go
Okay,
be your what you call 'em and go kick somebody's door in.
I'm not. See, this is what I'm. You missed the
Where did
story,
you get
bitch.
that from, you damn dumbass? He's not,
No,
you
see, this is
stupid
why you
dummy.
don't listen.
Oh my
Trolls, see, this
god.
this is why trolls
If
don't
you
do
gonna
no damn
troll, you need to
thing.
pay attention.
Pay a motherfucking attention. See, this is why you canceled.
You
Huh?
ain't
See,
HIV positive, you dumbass.
this is I no, I did not say I was 20 years. I said the dude was, fool. The dude said
Jesus.
that. God damn it. You know what? You just fucked up a damn. This is why reading is fundamental, honey.
Oh, baby, I was about to say, listen, you pulled that shit right out my goddamn mouth. I'm gonna need for you to go watch Schoolhouse Rock. It's
Okay.
on
He said
Disney
that
Plus, okay?
you did not listen to the story, you
No, he did
dumbass.
not say that. He said the
I said the
man was
dude
20
said that.
years.
That was his conversation.
No, that does not
Okay.
mean he had it with him, you damn dumbass.
Oh, see, okay, yeah. Now you're trolling, and now you want attention. So let me stop giving this to
He
you because see,
transferred it to you. Yeah,
it
we
did
know the truth,
not, honey. I'm still
baby.
negative
Let's
and things
go.
of that
We
nature.
love
And
y'all. We love
we
y'all.
love y'all, honey. If you love us, tell all of your friends, honey. But if you hate us like this motherfucker does, tell all of your goddamn enemies, honey. Tell them
Every
all.
last
Tell
one.
every last one of them hateful motherfuckers. Because I want you guys to understand something. Everything that we're doing over here, any way, shape, style, form, or fashion,
Will what?
everything that
It
we
will
are
what?
doing, it will move forward. So
As
on
it
that note,
continues to
Detroit,
do
I'll
every
be
day,
home.
honey.
I'll be home.
Philly, we be there. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon. Detroit, I will be there Monday evening.
Okay, so we're gonna do all that. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Wait, I was about to start the opening up again. Okay,
What?
listen. Thank you guys for coming up in here and carrying on. On behalf of District T with Big Meat, honey, I'm Big Meat. That there was Nikki Big Red Fella is not in because this is his wife's birthday weekend. And all of the family are in and carrying on. They're having a birthday party tomorrow, but of course,
And
we
we
got
gonna have to miss it. It's a masquerade
yeah,
ball too,
it's a
y'all.
masquerade ball and all this, that, and the third, child. I'm not sure if I'm going to be with you guys on Saturday and Sunday, but we're going to play that by ear, and I'll let
If
you
he
know.
don't, hopefully he'll be able to do a big beach moment at least for a
Yeah.
few minutes to give y'all an update. Okay,
Okay.
we love y'all though.
We love you and carrying on.
Send up
And
those praise reports for my brother, please.
okay. And as we said, if it's on your heart, that's my cash app right there. I'm not asking, but I'm just tell you if you're led, then do whatever God has for you or whatever your spirit say do. It's all appreciated. If it's just a prayer or a praise report, if honey, for those who hate me, if you just want to call me a crazy motherfucker with AIDS, okay, we could go. We could deal with that too. Okay.
He gonna pray for your healing.
Uh,
Then
okay.
he could go celebrate your healing.
Right.
The
Okay.
hell, fool.
But any event, honey, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. I'm not going to try to do my little note or whatever because I'm not feeling it right now. We're just going to say good night, honey. And we'll see you guys when we come back. Okay. So on that note, my darling, you've been dishing tea and the tea has been dished, honey. So good night. And we'll see you on the next time, honey. Ciao,
Call
ciao.
me if you need me. I'm about to start packing.
All right. Me too.
All right, love
And
you.
honey, scene, baby, scene.